Sports Racing Network.
Carolina Country, WCSL, 92.9 FM, W225DL, 1590 AM, Cherryville, Gastonia, Kings Mountain. Online at www.ktcbroadcasting.com.
Mark your calendar for the 2025 Mountaineer Days Heritage Festival in downtown Kings Mountain. The kickoff for this event will feature CBMA Award winner River Mist, Friday, October 10th.
Hey girl, how you doing? It's good to see you out on the town.
That'll be followed by a full-day festival Saturday, October the 11th, featuring artists Casey Ray Band, Harvest, Megan Doss Band, and Nashville recorded artist Ryan Perry. So much fun is in store for the kids. Visit a petting zoo, ride a bull, play on the inflatables, or take a wagon and train ride. Enjoy contests, craft vendors, and some great food. Admittance and parking are free. For more information, call 704-730-2101 or access the City of Kings Mountain's website at kingsmountainevents.com/mountaineer-days.
The right place, the right time.
This is an all-new era of Carolina football.
Cost at the 40, cuts back. Cost at the 20. Caleb to the house. Touchdown, Carolina.
Don't miss 1 minute of the action as Coach Bill Belichick takes the reins.
Tight bring down the sideline. Cuts back at the 5. Give him 6, baby. Touchdown, Carolina.
On your home for Carolina football.
Here, Tar Heel football on the Boss and Carolina Country, WOHS and WCSL.
The schools in Cherryville are known for having a strong tradition of excellence, from the classroom to the baseball field and all areas in between. Achieving a high level continues to be a top priority as Cherryville is proud to show its Ironman pride. This football season, Gaston County Schools recognizes the players, coaches, cheerleaders, band members, and everyone associated with Ironman sports for giving us high school football on Friday nights. So join us in saying, Go Ironman!
Saturday, October 11th. The NASCAR Xfinity Series heads to Vegas.
Jesse Love goes and cuts down in front of Josh Williams there as Austin Hill cannot get the outside line going.
Now he drives up beside Jesse Love. Ryan Sieg moving all over the racetrack, upside, downside.
It's the Focus Tell 302, Saturday, October 11th at 7 p.m.
On Carolina Country WCSL, 92.9 FM, 1590 AM, online at ktcbroadcasting.com. Serving the foothills for over 100 years, S&C Fuel Delivery, formerly Lutz Petroleum, is your reliable source for delivery of diesel, gasoline, propane, lubricants, and heating oil, straight to your tank. Pumps are open to the public for fill-up. Delivery available in North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, Georgia, and Florida. S&C Fuel is locally family-owned and veteran-operated, committed to keeping our community running, trusted by homeowners, farms, and businesses. Office located on Oakland Road in Spindale. Schedule your next delivery with S&C Fuel at 828-286-3419. There's never been a better setup than this setup from Oakwood Homes in Shelby. Are you ready to move? Well, start packing. Right now, Oakwood Homes in Shelby has a 4-bedroom, 2-bath home with 1,800 square feet of living space ready to move into at 110 Ashland Court in Shelby. Land and home sale priced at $299,000. Plus, the red tag sale is still going on at Oakwood Homes. Save thousands of dollars on your new dream home from Oakwood Homes, 1839 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Online at oakwoodhomesofshelby.com.
Wolfpack supporters are the best in all the land. Listen to the cheerleaders, listen to the band. Look at all the fans, they're cheering on the pack. Always looking straight ahead and never looking back. Why don't you meet me in the Wolfpack Den? We'll all have lots of fun watching our team win. No doubt about it, basketball's long. Wolfpack supporters go crazy every fall. When the pack runs on the court, you hear a mighty roar. You'd think the roof was caving in every time the Wolfpack scores. Why don't you meet me in the Wolfpack den? We'll all have lots of fun watching our team win. No doubt about it, listen close, my friend. I feel sorry for any team that comes to the Wolfpack den. Why don't you meet me in the Wolfpack den? We'll all have lots of fun watching our team win. No doubt about it, listen close, my friend.
And good morning, everyone. Welcome to Saturday Morning Sports Talk here on KTC Broadcasting, WCSL 92.9 FM, 1590 AM, and live on YouTube every Saturday morning, 8 to 10:15 AM. Just want to, before we start here, we have a announcement here on KTC Broadcasting, and I'm going to turn it over to Chip Carter.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Wish we could start the show on better terms, frankly. And we apologize. Normally we try to keep things upbeat, but we're just not able to do that this morning with the news that we have to share. We found out early this morning that our very own Terry Reinhardt has passed away. And obviously we're all still in a state of shock and still processing. I'm sure, and any of y'all stop me at any point if you have something to say.
Thank you, Chip.
But
Thank you, Chip. No, you needed to be able to say that for the most part to get some of us through it, but for some of our announcers, we're gonna have some calls today and talk a little bit about Terry today. Found the news last night that he's not with us this morning, and we got some scores and more that he'd want us to let you guys know. So we're going to do that. Chip, I'm going to start with you first.
Yeah.
And let you do the left.
Okay.
And then we'll work our ways from there. How about that?
All right.
Well, I got to figure out which number you're on. You're on 3 today, right?
Yeah, whichever one. but don't feel like I deserve to be in this seat, actually, to be honest. But looking at the scores, we'll start on the left, as Kevin mentioned. Some of our broadcast games that we had last night, and probably the game of the night that we had in overtime, Lincolnton defeats Shelby 35-34. It was homecoming at Rudisill Stadium for the Cherryville Ironmen. They defeated East Gaston 21-14. Crest took care of Hunter Huss 62-7. Stuart Kramer shuts out West Lincoln 21-0. It was East Rutherford winning over Chase in inter-county showdown 57-7. And it was Ashbrook over Kings Mountain 43-7. We had Madison defeating Polk County 27-22. Mountain Heritage over Avery 57-7. Hendersonville shut out Charles D. Owen 40-0. Alexander Central came back to defeat McDowell 30-28. Watauga handled South Caldwell 56-0. And it was Freedom over St. Stephen's 28-21.
Highland Tech 15-12 over Bessemer City. Mountain Island 28-27 over Union Academy. South Point 53-0 over North Gaston. East Lincoln 30-0 over Ford. 47-23 Bandies over North Lincoln. Community School of Davidson 49-7 over Lincoln Charter. Mooresville 49-7 over North Iredell. Davie County 22-7 over Statesville. Lake Norman 38-12 over South Iredell. Robeson 42-0 over North Buncombe. AC Reynolds 26-7 over Asheville Cougars, and Irwin 28-14 over the Inca Jets. Any of y'all want to try that one?
RS Central over East Burke 27-14. It's North Rowan over Thomas Jefferson 58-0. West Caldwell over Patton 45-20. High Brighton over Drone 56-0. Hickory defeats West Iredell 52-8. Newton Conover defeats Bunker Hill 49-22. Corvian Community over Langtree Prep 49-7. Christ the King defeats It's Lake Norman Charter, 14-7. Albemarle over Bonnie Cone, 41-14. South Stanley over North Stanley, 40-0. I think that's East Wilkes over Allegheny, 35-3. And North Wilkes over Elkin, 52-14.
Sorry about that. I forgot to make that bigger for you guys.
It's okay. It's all right.
Folks, we're going to try to feature and talk about some of Terry's teams this week in all of our sections. Throw up some pictures and some fun videos and do our best to get through the show today. If you are listening, you can watch online. Got a picture of him, classified employee of the year, Tom. Explain a little bit, maybe kind of what he's doing here.
Yeah. I mean, every year, each school votes on their, they call it classified. It just basically means like a teacher assistant, what we do at Burns. And I'm sure they do something similar at West Lincoln. They have a teacher of the year, and then they have probably a classified. That probably at West Lincoln, that could be TAs or custodial staff, something like that, somebody who really contributes to the school. And, everywhere I went, you could just tell that Terry was a big part of their community. And
a lot of stuff he did over there. You couldn't go over there without anybody.
No.
Everybody knows. Like, it's not when you lose a good person in the community, it's different.
He cared about his community.
Correct.
And people don't do that anymore.
So on Thursday, out at the softball field, he was doing the coach pitch. Coach Tom Stain was doing the my girls game. Obviously, he don't care who wins. I like him watching Terry umpire and seeing the little boys play and stuff. And it's just, you see somebody hit the ball, and you're not supposed to cheer, but you can see Terry, like, the joy in his eyes. The little boys hit the ball.
We just talked about it Wednesday. Kevin said, I saw Terry at the field with, West Lincoln this week,
I wouldn't do it. Like, I wouldn't do Little League ball anymore. And a lot of umpires like me, they won't do it. And I always thought he was crazy for doing it. Because
he might have been.
He had umpired so long. Yeah. But I really think, like Kevin, like he, as much as he would, complain about the parents or coaches, I really think it's kind of like me complaining about my job. It's like, well, I still take some joy in it. And he did, and he took joy in keeping up all them stats that he came in with every week, and that he would text you every week with all these things that he had looked up.
He had forgotten more than but most of us had forgotten. Everyone would know.
People don't do it anymore.
I mean, really.
He was all of Lincoln County. Like, he knew all the records and all the game and all that, and he would like make the effort to send us the text message every week because he was excited about this new conference. And like Lincolnton getting to play the Cleveland County and West Lincoln getting to play Cleveland County. So it was like exciting for him to see how this plays out. And I know that if he were here right now, man, he would be so proud of Lincolnton.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
I just left the station last night and I said, if Lincoln wins, I said we will not hear
the end of it.
It would have been text messages all week. We were like, gosh almighty, Terry, how you sending so many messages?
You're not working today.
Yeah, I know, but he was the letter of the law at that school too.
Yeah.
Y'all might think that he because he did clown around a lot
Mm-hmm.
and say things to get a rise out of you, but at that school, man, the law was the law. And I think that's why he got the award, because a lot of people aren't. You know, a lot of people are, you know, these are my friends and I treat them different and I don't enforce the rules on them. And I've been in the school system a long time, and unfortunately, that's the way it is a lot of times, but not Terry. The rules were the rules, and he didn't care whether you were the superintendent's son or you were somebody nobody ever heard of. And they don't make people like that anymore.
And we need people like that can enforce the rules, and people still like them. You know what I'm saying?
They don't make. That's like I tell Jackie. They don't make people like him anymore. He's one of a kind, man. Like, people don't understand. Like, you know, and I know, like, sometimes people listen to what he says on the air, and a lot of it was for effect. But he really, like, immersed himself in the sports and knew, you know, stuff that other people don't know. Like, who knew that Burns last played Lincoln in 1982?
Right.
Terry Reinhardt knows that.
And I don't think any of us would have guessed that. Like,
no, I mean, it's just like he knew stuff like that, man. He knew stuff that other people didn't know, and he would research the stuff, and he would.
So Chip was on the pregame with me last night. I don't know if Tom, you heard me mention what you talking about the 1920s stuff, and we even said, like, only Terry knows where he got those actual numbers, those actual papers from. Like where do you find that? Where do you go for that research? Is that the county library? Like, or is it all in his file folder? And it made me think about some of the other folks. And I was going to mention this guy last night because the Cherryville Hall of Fame is coming up. And I don't know if, Tom, you remember Ronald Scoop Kaiser?
I do.
Okay, I know Zach does. I know Chip might not, but back in the day when they had newspapers, you know, around here, each local newspaper had their little own, basically, sports guy, local news guy. He was Cherryville's, and for decades, basically, Scoop had the stories in the paper, and these are the days, and the people don't get it now. Like Tom, you go to Little League games now, you get 3 games in, the umpires are out there in an hour and 20. I'm not yelling the umpires, but that's how the games work now, and you play 3 innings. Well, you know, but back in those days, like when you read the Cherryville Eagle when it came out, guys, the stats for the Little League and the local softball teams when the churches are playing each other are in the paper. Like Dad, you can go back papers down the hallway and find Dad's and Terry's names in the papers right down the hallway that we have in the closet with their newspaper clippings and stuff. And that was and so I can't speak to that time. Obviously, you know, he's worked with me myself for 20 years here doing this. But just all the way back through that, Tom, and you know, like you said, like the 20s, the stats he gave us yesterday down to 1920 on Shelby and Lincoln's first ever matchups, and just outstanding the way to keep up with each and every team. And all the streaks, and he knows that he's got the county leaders and all that. So, like Tom said, they don't make a lot of people like that used to be. And before I even heard about the news, I was going to talk about Scoop this morning, and there you go. And so, Tom, you're right about that. I'm going to try to show a couple, you know, fun clips today that we do have of Terry. Of course, you know, this is the look he gives Tom all the time. So, but this is one time, you know, Tom questioning the sobriety of Terry's decision making. Sometime, let's see if my everything worked.
I mean, really?
3-3. Well, let's pick some games for everybody at home.
All right, Dallas.
Maybe not.
I'm sorry.
Maybe not. Let's see. I can't hear me. Now, can you?
Zach, did you know that Mitchum's
so you
kitchen
can't hear
now
Terry
serves
yet, right?
alcohol?
No. All right. I may have to press a button.
That's probably what's wrong with him when he comes
He
home.
brings the Irish
But
coffee.
somehow he does. I'll give him credit. He wins the pick. There's all this stupid stuff, and then he wins the pick. So. I mean, you know, so whatever. I mean, so it's kind of hard.
So you're saying I'm JP, huh?
Right?
Yeah.
You're the JP of this table.
You are.
All right, here we go.
Here's
a clip from
3-3. Well, let's pick some games for everybody at home.
All right, Dallas.
Love the hat.
I'm sorry.
Zach, did you know that Mitchum's Kitchen now serves alcohol up there
That's probably what's wrong with him when he comes in.
He brings the Irish.
But somehow, he does, I'll
coffee.
give him credit. He wins the picks. He says all this stupid stuff, and then he wins the picks. So. I mean, so whatever. I mean, so it's kind of hard. It's one of
So
those
you're
things.
saying I'm JP, huh?
Yeah,
You're the JP of this table.
You are. I'll agree.
That's just wrong on so many.
All right, guys. There's a little clip from Terry. We're gonna have a couple of those here, back and forth before the show's over. Here today, we've got a lot to go over. And we've got some NASCAR, Major League Baseball playoffs, NFL. We are definitely doing bad picks for the folks at home because that has not been premiered yet for Terry's.
We are
basically last gig here.
We are going to have a chasm with our New Zealand and Australian fan base.
We're going to lose a lot of New Zealand fans that watch this show that just hate watch Terry. But hopefully they'll be okay today and send their prayers this way. For our New Zealanders, your special SVG hater is not with us anymore. So prayers. And Zach, you want to say something? You want to give a little prayer here before we go to break for us, if you don't mind?
Yeah. Lord, God, just be with us. We love Terry. Pray for his family. Pray for all of his friends. Pray for the school, administrators, the kids. The kids that have passed through the school and are no longer there. I talked to my daughter this morning, Lord, people loved him. Like Tom said, he was one of a kind. We definitely loved him here. Just be with us all. Lord, we're thankful that you let us have him for a little bit of time. And we love you. We loved him. Just comfort his family and comfort us. And be with us all. Give us a peace that passes all understanding. And we thank you for being God. We love you. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
We'll be right back.
Cakes and cookies, toys and gifts.
It's the shopping event of the season, the Southern Christmas Show, November 14th through 24th at the Park Expo and Conference Center. Celebrate the 12 days of Christmas, a countdown of Yuletide cheer brimming with festive decor and seasonal magic. Buy tickets at southernchristmasshow.com. Online tickets courtesy of Craft Body Scan.
Let's go to the Southern Christmas Show.
Where's the beef? Where's the beef?
It could be at your house if you're one of our winners in our Where's the Beef $1,000 giveaway. KTC Broadcasting will be giving away 5 $200 gift cards for beef. Take your pick: steaks, ribs, hamburger, and more. Be sure to register today at Marburger Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby, at Pro Wellness Chiropractic on Clark Drive in Lincoln, at the Greenleaf Relief on Highway 10 in Vail, at Butler's Tower on East King Street in Kings Mountain, at Logos to Go South Lafayette Street in Shelby, at Cameron Todd Bridals and Formals East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby, at Flooring America on Slater Street in Kings Mountain, at Pretty Arrows Boutique on East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby, at Promotion Motors on East Main Street in Boger City, and at All Care Insurance on West Dixon Boulevard in Shelby, and to Shelby Hardware South Lafayette Street in Shelby. The drawing will be held Friday, October 31st. Register to win our $1,000 Where's the Beef giveaway.
Where's the beef? Where's the beef?
You can also register at Stanley Hardware on Main Street in downtown Stanley. I'm not sure what happened. Some say Santa lost his toys and they fell out over TLG Sales in Bellwood. Because right now, TLG Sales in Bellwood has a huge stock of toys for boys and girls of all ages. Come check them out. Also just arrived perfume and cologne for men and women. Also for Dad, old-timer knives, plus Slim Jims and many new food items. And with deer season here, get your trail cameras, all at TLG Sales, 5627 Falston Road, Highway 18 North in Bellwood. Open 9 to 5 Monday through Friday. Like them on Facebook, too.
Today's game is being brought to you in part by the law firm of Ted A. Grieve and Associates, personal injury lawyer.
All right, welcome back.
Ted is dedicated to providing professional and personalized service to every client. Their clients are assisted by highly trained staff members, which enhances the professionalism to their entire team. From auto accidents to workman's comp, to Social Security disability claims. Call on Ted A. Grieve, personal injury lawyer. Office is located in Shelby at 522 East Dixon Boulevard. Like them on Facebook, too.
This month's Scholar Athlete of the Month is Alexis Martin of Burns High School. The award is sponsored by McDonald's, KTC Broadcasting, and What'sUpShopper.com. Alexis is the daughter of Kelly Martin and is a senior at Burns. She plays volleyball and also set the career assist mark with over 1,000 assists, the first ever at Burns High School. Alexis has a 4.234 grade point average and advanced courses in history, psychology, ACA, and English 1 and 2. She participates in Work 2030 and is a member of the New Beginnings Church. Community activities include helping with the prom, the North Shelby Games, and prom. After graduation, Alexis is planning to enroll in a 4-year university nurse practitioner program. The McDonald's KTC Broadcasting What'sUpShopper.com Student Athlete Award recognizes not only the accomplishments in athletics, but also for overall achievement in the classroom and community. Sponsored by McDonald's, KTC Broadcasting, and What'sUpShopper.com.
Do you suffer from peripheral neuropathy? Well, Pro Wellness Family Chiropractic in Lincoln can help with an effective treatment plan. Early diagnosis and consistent care may help reduce the severity of motor and sensory nerve damage. Also ask about dry needling. It can help to trigger points in those muscles, tendons, and ligaments. Find out how dry needling can help you feel better. See Pro Wellness Family Chiropractic, 644 Clark Drive in Lincoln, online at ProWellnessNC.com. Like them on Facebook, too.
And welcome back to a very special Saturday Morning Sports Talk.
All right, welcome back to the broadcast. To start this section of the show, we did forget a couple of things in the high school part. I do want to show a highlight of last night and then to do the top 10. But we're going to start by throwing Chip under the bus here first.
You're welcome.
All right, Chip. You're going first. You're going to be this one. This is Terry laughing at you, and this is one of my favorite clips of Terry. So let's see if this works. All right. Did I hit the buttons right? Let's see if this works. All right. Well, let's go. I got to fast forward a little bit, and now this is. Oh no! Oh no! This is one of the top. Just Terry laughing at Chip on this. So I've got that clip up. Chip here. Chip. We're going 3 dimensional here. How many layers?
I wasn't going to bring any unneeded.
Oh my God. That's going to be good.
Don't Terry knows what we want you for.
I mean, you put Christian Bell and Matt Damon together. I mean, that's going to be good. Well, very cool. That was kind of weird. Let's see if that was kind of weird.
It was, I wasn't going to bring any unneeded.
Oh my God! Attention to it, man.
You just worded that very weird.
I'm sorry.
All right, Zach, I'll let you choose.
I mean, that's going to be.
Stop! Don't repeat that.
We're
gonna put that.
I mean, you put Christian Bell and Matt Damon together. I mean, that's.
Well, even cool. Used a little voice inflection there.
I know, right?
Good.
You're welcome, America.
Can I be? I need a few moments alone.
I think Chip reads literature online for folks.
Oh my God. It's based on sports. So if you want to listen to our football segments, go online, go to YouTube, and Kevin's got those broke up. If you go to our golf section, there's one segment that Kevin talks about. Ask everybody except for me our dream foursome on a golf course, and Kevin goes ahead and names mine for me. So thanks, Kevin.
You named them. It was you, Jack, and Matt Damon, and the other guy.
The Dark Knight.
The Dark Knight was your dream foursome.
Terry got a good kick out of that. That's for sure.
All right, so let's do the top 20. 5 movements from last night, and then we're going to show the catch of the night, catch of the year here on Twitter. Terry would love to rub in my face today. Let's see. Moving and shaking in the top 25, dropping from 16 down to 23, the Shelby Golden Lions. Dropping from 19 to 22, the Burns Bulldogs. Christ the King moves up 2 spots from 23 to 21. RS Central moves up 1 to 20. Community School of Davison moves up 3 to 19. South Stanley bumps up. Actually, they stay in the same spot. West Iredale, they drop from 14 to 17. Bandy's moved from 16 to 20. Stuart Cramer Storm jumped up 2 spots with their victory to 15. North Stanley with their loss drops to 14. East Rutherford up to 13. Newton Conover at 12. They were at 15. Maiden stays the same spot at 11. Top 10, Huss drops from 7 to 10. Kings Mountain drops from 6 to 9. High Brighton moves up from 10 to 8. Lincoln moves up from 9 to 7. South Point jumps from 12 all the way up to 6. Corvion drops from 4 to 5. Crest jumps from 5 to 4. And the top 3 stay the same: Ashbrook, East Lincoln, and Hickory. And now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the most ridiculous illegal catch I've ever seen in my life. That should throw a flag, Tom. I saw 3 holds, an offensive pass interference, anything else I can claim, but I have no actual claim over. Really good catch and amazement from the Highland Tech crew here. So let's go over this catch for the guys at home. If you're listening on the radio, we do show every show is live on YouTube. So we're going to go to the catch of the year, Highland Tech at Bessemer City here. You seen this yet, Zach?
No, I have not.
Describe it on the air.
David Tyree-ish.
Yep.
From the Giants, Patriots Super Bowl, I believe it was.
Yep, he took it. So the ball hits the defender's hand, then hits the receiver's hand
while he's spinning.
Then hits the receiver. Oops, I need to get rid of this guy. Hold on, I don't know that. How do I get rid of that guy? We'll find out real quick. Sorry, trying to do some on editing here with this stuff going on. Hey, get that going.
There it goes.
All right. So once again here,
trying to see, it is deflected.
The best reaction. Yeah, Kevin.
This whole thing is just this may go down in internet history at some point as one of the best.
I have to agree with that.
It's deflected by the
just
defender.
because of everything. All right.
The penalties you're talking about.
I was being facetious, Tom. I need this call. I needed this call.
I don't even know if he deflected it now that you
back, Tom.
Kevin, I don't even know if he deflected it now that you put it in slow mo. You see that?
Oh, he got it.
You think so? Yeah, he did it. Or did it bounce off his helmet?
Should have been an interception twice.
Yeah.
So it goes off the Jackets defender's hand, hits the receiver in the hands, hits the receiver in the face, hits the defender behind him. So now the safety has it in his chest on the receiver's shoulder. Turns, ball
he does a full 360.
Pops back out on his shoulder. He catches it with his ear on his shoulder. The other safety's doing the hokey pokey behind him, haven't touched the sole.
Looks like he's fixing to give him the Russian sickle.
Nobody.
Watch the.
And then what's the guy?
Look at the guy on the ground. He's
oh,
like,
no!
That might be the best of all of it. Like, no!
And then
he's the one who initially is trying to intercept it.
Boys, it's bad enough you let him catch it. Can we at least hawk him down and tackle him? We don't need to let him run another 45 yards.
He had the mindset to think of that, Kevin. How great is that? Like,
I mean, this
guys,
is
help me.
If you couldn't like write an AI to do this, like, and type all that in there. And what was his name again? Chip. Slagelhorn.
Started with
Harry Potter's. I'm trying to poo-poo this as much as I can, Tom. We got beat on homecoming to Highland Tech, so something needs to happen.
It was Tristan something, wasn't it? Hold on, let me. 23. Tristan Redlinger.
So once again, believe it or not,
great
guys,
catch.
This is a untouched touchdown in the end zone.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, once the wide receiver caught possession of this, he was untouched in the end zone.
He thought it was going to be overthrown and he was going to get the.
Can we not talk about how good of a balance this kid has?
Yeah.
Right? He does a 360, comes out straight, and doesn't miss a beat. Just
While
runs.
balancing the ball on his helmet.
Unbelievable.
How did he not even fall?
Right. There's the play of the night for you guys. All right. Any more news and notes, guys, from the high school stuff? We had the upsets last night. Congratulations to the Lincoln Wolves on their big win last night. I guess I can pull this.
Ashbrook was 43-7.
Yeah.
Over Kings Mountain.
Turn you up a little bit more.
I thought that would be a very competitive game. It hit 7-7. I was like, I knew this was going to be competitive, and then the wheels fell off.
Well, Kings Mountain led, Tom.
Yeah, 7-0.
They were up 7-0.
Sure did.
Listen, one time the Cherryville Ironman led the Shelby Golden Lions. Actually, twice the Cherryville Ironman has led the Shelby Golden Lions in the history between the two, and both of them turned out about the same.
I was going to say, then Shelby got the ball.
I'm just gonna say this. Sometimes it's better if certain people just don't meddle. If you want to provide the finances, that's fine.
Yeah.
Don't meddle.
Yeah.
Because I think that's what's happened.
I made that comment.
And we know that one coach is at a rival school doing very well.
And that won 62-7.
Yep.
And I'm just saying, man, it's just like everybody thinks they know, but you don't. You know what I mean? I think I can be the general manager of the Cleveland Browns, but guess what? I can't.
Or the Cowboys.
Yeah, I mean, you might say you can do it better. Yeah. There's just people who meddle, and sometimes when people meddle, they make things worse.
Be careful what you wish for.
Right, and it's just like, you know, if you want to see successful and you can provide some financial assistance, that's fine, but that shouldn't buy you influence. And I think once that starts to be a factor, then it's hard to win. And I think we've seen plenty of examples of that, and I think that we're seeing examples of that here locally. So, I mean, just if you meddle and you don't know what you're doing, then this is what you get. So that's all I'll say.
Real quick, congratulations, Cherryville's homecoming queen last night. I want to make sure I get her say her name right, because I did go to school with her sister, so make sure I say her name right when I find it. Where did Simone's picture go? As soon as I get ready to call it, it refreshes the other way, of course. But they did have homecoming last night. I know that's a big deal at a lot of schools.
And kudos to Cherryville, you know?
Yeah.
Iron with a big victory in the conference. That conference is all types of mixed up in not ways that they thought it would be.
We talked about it at the end of the show last night. You look at Cherryville's record, right? I mean, they're one game above 500. Look at their schedule. They've got a legitimate shot of finishing the season. I mean, they've got some tough opponents to finish up the season, but they got a legitimate shot of finishing 500.
All right, boys, we'll be back in a few minutes. We've got NASCAR, Major League Baseball, bad picks, and more on KDCBroadcasting.com.
At the Stamey Cherryville Funeral Home and Cremation Service in Cherryville, they understand when losing a loved one. The decisions and options may weigh heavy on you and your family. The Stamey Cherryville Funeral Home and Cremation Service offers compassionate care and impeccable service in your time of need, honoring your loved one and family with dignity, respect, and personal attention to every detail. The Stamey Cherryville Funeral Home and Cremation Service, 405 North Dixie Street in Cherryville, online at StameyCherryvilleFuneralHome.com.
Some people say there are doers, and there are dreamers. But what's wrong with a little dreaming, especially when it's shared? With hard work, little dreams grow into big ones. At Kubota, we know that your work never stops, and we're inspired by those who dream. But our equipment is built for dreamers and doers, like you. Kubota, built for those who do.
Your Kubota dealer is Parker Farm Service, 126 Bessie Drive, Kings Mountain. Listen up. If you're an automotive service technician, Oak Grove Auto Sales, Service, and Body Shop on the Oak Grove Road is looking for a service technician and a service writer. Just apply at their office at 522 Oak Grove Road, Kings Mountain. And if you need service or body work, see Oak Grove Auto Sales, Service, and Body Shop. Give them a call at 704-813-8912. And insurance work is welcome. For more information, visit the website at oakgroveautosales.com. Like them on Facebook, too. Mark your calendar for the 2025 Mountaineer Days Heritage Festival in downtown Kings Mountain. The kickoff for this event will feature CBMA Award winner River Mist, Friday, October 10th.
Hey girl, how you doing? It's good to see you out on the town.
That'll be followed by a full-day festival Saturday, October the 11th, featuring artists Casey Ray Band, Harvest, Megan Doss Band, and Nashville recorded artist Ryan Perry. So much fun is in store for the kids. Visit a petting zoo, ride a bull, play on the inflatables, or take a wagon and train ride. Enjoy contests, craft vendors, and some great food. Admittance and parking are free. For more information, call 704-730-2101 or access the City of Kings Mountain's website at kingsmountainevents.com/Mountaineer-Days.
The right place, the right time.
Do you suffer from peripheral neuropathy? Well, Pro Wellness Family Chiropractic in Lincoln can help with an effective treatment plan. Early diagnosis and consistent care may help reduce the severity of motor and sensory nerve damage. Also ask about dry needling. It can help to trigger points in those muscles, tendons, and ligaments. Find out how dry needling can help you feel better. See Pro Wellness Family Chiropractic, 644 Clark Drive in Lincoln, online at ProWellnessNC.com. Like them on Facebook too. Whether it's residential or commercial, whether it's a driveway or a parking lot, Mason Graded and Paving can have you looking good and driving smooth with new asphalt paving. Just give them a call at 704-922-0102 or 704-678-1714. They'll be more than happy to come out and give you a free estimate. I did, and I highly recommend them. That's Mason Graded and Paving. Again, call 704-922-0102 or 704-678-1714. And be sure to check out their Facebook page too.
And welcome back to a very special Saturday morning sports talk with Kevin and the gang.
All right, JP, we got you. I was trying to show you something real quick to the guys on it, but yep. All right, so it's a little NASCAR time. Last week was the Roval. Believe it or not, SVG did win. For our folks down under that do watch the show, SVG did pull off the victory. JP, if you would do me a quick favor, never mind, I'll come to you. I'm gonna turn this to the guys real quick so they can kind of see the standings and kind of tell you guys what's going on real quick. We've got 8 drivers left. I'm gonna pull this over and let them kind of talk about it. I'm gonna go do some things real quick. Go ahead.
All right, so we've got our we've cut down to our final 8 right now. Leading the way, got Denny Hamlin. He's followed by Ryan Blaney, Kyle Larson in 3rd. You got William Byron in 4th. Now for the final race, they will be cut. That'll be cut down. That's your final 4 right there. If things were to end right now, this will be eliminated after the Martinsville race on October the 26th. The 4 on the outside looking in right now: Christopher Bell, Chase Elliott, Chase Briscoe, and Joey Logano. We've been hearing about Terry talked about it for weeks that Logano's been peaking at the right time, and he's dangerous. So we've got 3 more races before the next cutoff. We got Las Vegas, which is this week. We got Talladega on the 19th, and then Martinsville on the 26th, and that will lead to. And after those 3 races, they'll cut it down to 4. Hit you, but you're
Vegas. Vegas and when's Martinsville? 2 weeks from now. We're gonna have some Martinsville tickets to give away, but that's not next weekend, right?
No, it's not.
Okay.
We got 3 races.
I want to make sure we're not going to give that away this week. We'll give those away next weekend. So tune in next weekend when Martinsville tickets. I don't want to give them away without having them in my email, and I can show you, give away the exact tickets and know exactly what I got. But we're going to have Martinsville tickets to give away next weekend, and maybe some Tar Heel tickets to give away next weekend as well. And we'll talk about, I don't know if Bill Belichick's going to be there in a couple weeks, but y'all might be. Hamlin, Blaney, Larson, and Byron, 1, 2, 3, 4. Like you said, cut off. Christopher Bell, Chase, and Logano for 14, and 24 spots out. For all of those, I'm going to pull this up for our folks at home. This is live on the internet, live on YouTube. You can watch. Now, let's get the schedule for this weekend. Vegas, 5:30 Sunday, USA. If you want to watch, we're gonna have it live here on KDC Broadcasting. She is all in y'all's business. She's trying to get some loving right now. The dog's in the house. It's the What's Up Shopper dog. Let's see. Pull this up. Here we go. Poor Terry. Last one he saw was Shane Van Gisbergen. Where did Kyle finish?
I've got the results up right here. Let me see where Kyle finished up.
I didn't want to hit the button.
Kyle Busch has about as much success on road courses as Shane Van Gisbergen's been having on ovals. Kyle Busch finished 34th out of 37 drivers.
He's had a rough year. He's wrecked a few cars this year. We're going to see. Hopefully, Terry's man. Maybe they're talking about changing teams. Zach, I know that's your man too as well. We talked about, and I've talked about before the way NASCAR, I think, has manipulated a lot of things in the past and still do. A lot of people think or may do, but I don't think that they wanted Jimmy Johnson to break the 7 championships.
Oh,
yeah. I just don't, and then Terry don't see like how all of a sudden we're winning championship, and then next year we win 5 races after the championship, but the next year we can't even, and it's not even that you're not. So we understand. Hey, you can't win every championship. But how are you telling me all of a sudden I'm not even running top 10 every week or top 15 or top 20? Well, why are we in 23rd every week? What's going on? And so then Jimmy's in IndyCar and then doing Le Mans, doing all kinds of things, and so you're just like, this is just weird. So Terry started feeling the same way a little bit there at the end about Kyle Busch. Is he was wondering if he was getting blackballed and pushed around and stuff. I know, Zach, if you thought that, is there a chance for him to get back and win another championship with a different team?
It's possible. I personally don't think he likes this car.
Mm-hmm.
I think that has a lot to do with this next gen car. That's just, we all know it drives different. You know what I'm saying? So I think he can get back in with another team with some of the equipment and stuff that we've talked about, how equipment goes around and certain things. But my personal opinion overall is I think he just is not compatible with that car by the way he drives.
You see some correlation in his results versus when they have switched to this next gen car. Yeah, that's.
Well, you got to remember, Jimmy can hardly keep it on the track because he drives a loose race car.
What they call it?
Ends come out.
What do they call it for the flying brick?
Yeah,
I mean that's what they. I mean
Yeah.
Zach, that's a pretty astute observation on your point. I think.
I mean, everybody's comfortable with the way they like to do things, and if you are sitting in something, and that's anything that we do, you're not comfortable, you're not going to perform well.
The surprising thing for me about that is, love him or hate him, he's got that aura, got that persona that he's developed. But you talk to anybody around the sport, from when he first started, DW talked about it when he was a rookie, to when he got up into his championship years, that he, out of any driver, he could drive anything you put him in. So for him to be the one that it's had such a profound, that this particular car has had such a profound impact, and that his performance has dropped off more drastically than most of the other drivers, that's the mind-boggling part to me, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, Harvick was kind of competing, wasn't he? Sorry, she just dropped a bomb on him. And then he's out, and it's just weird how some of the old guys all of a sudden are just they're out. So
yeah.
All right, this weekend in Vegas, South Point 400, October 12th. We'll go to check the weekend schedule. We'll go here. There's my button. That's the magic button I like to show. All right. Xfinity practice today, 2 p.m., 3 o'clock qualifying. Cup Series practice day at 4:30 and qualifying at 5:40. The Focus Health 302 tonight. Xfinity Series, 7:30 p.m. from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Sunday schedule for the folks flying out to Vegas tomorrow. 5:30 p.m. for the start Eastern Time. Press Pass, post-race Press Pass. You can watch that online. Listen to that, obviously, on here on KTCBroadcasting.com. All right, who's the favorites, Chip?
Oh, gosh, let me get my odds for Vegas here. Mine's not been good thinking.
Try to find me a fun little video or something here for our next segment before we switch it up here in a second. Let's see. God, you're drunk, and we yelled. Oh, we're going to yell at the.
So for Vegas, make sure this is the current one. Yep. So right now, favorites Kyle Larson plus 475, Denny Hamlin and Christopher Bell are plus 550. A little bit of a drop off. Then you got Ryan Blaney plus 800, William Byron plus 850. Chase Elliott and Chase Britt. The Chases are both plus 1,100. Tyler Reddick plus 14. Joey Logano plus 16. Ross Chastain rounds it out plus 18. That's your top 10.
All right. Who you picking, Tom?
Let's go with Blaney.
Good pick.
He's got to get it done. Give me Joey Logano.
I think he's trending in the right direction. I'm gonna go Chase and say, or Chase Elliott. Let me clarify. But I think he's trending in the right direction.
Zachary,
Kyle Busch.
There you go. Thank you for making that pick.
Yes, thank you. That's
God, at least one of us is thinking. A bunch of idiots in here. Don't have our mind straight. All right, because we know exactly what that pick would have been. Going right through there. All right, so before we go to break, we're going to leave you with a clip from Terry. I think this will work. Let's see. This is him talking about the weather.
A little bit better chance of rain, but hopefully they'll be able to get these games in a reasonable amount of time today. But like I said, chance of rain all day, greater as the afternoon wears on, Kevin.
Yep. Well, during the whole week as well, Tom. So, we're sitting here looking at it.
It gets worse as the week goes on. But I'm going to tell you, Kevin, when I went up, spent a couple days in Bryson City, been married to my wife. Can you believe 25 years already, Terry? Where does time go, Terry? Where does
between
time
you
go?
and her on the time.
But anyway, I went up there for a couple days, and they would say rain in the morning. So I'm like, all right, hon, we're going to go on our river cruise in the afternoon. Then I'd get up in the morning.
On that, we're going to get a break. We'll come right back, and I'm going to have that pulled up for you. Right back, KDCBroadcast.com.
Mark your calendar for the 2025 Mountaineer Days Heritage Festival in downtown Kings Mountain. The kickoff for this event will feature CBMA Award winner River Mist, Friday, October 10th.
Hey girl, how you doing? It's good to see you out on the town.
That'll be followed by a full-day festival Saturday, October the 11th, featuring artists Casey Ray Band, Harvest, Megan Doss Band, and Nashville recorded artist Ryan Perry. So much fun is in store for the kids. Visit a petting zoo, ride a bull, play on the inflatables, or take a wagon and train ride. Enjoy contests, craft vendors, and some great food. Admittance and parking are free. For more information, call 704-730-2101 or access the City of Kings Mountain's website at kingsmountainevents.com/mountaineer-days.
The right place, the right time.
Cakes and cookies, toys and gifts.
It's the shopping event of the season, the Southern Christmas Show, November 14th through 24th at the Park Expo and Conference Center. Celebrate the 12 days of Christmas, a countdown of Yuletide cheer brimming with festive decor and seasonal magic. Buy tickets at southernchristmasshow.com. Online tickets courtesy of Craft Body Scan.
Let's go to the Southern Christmas Show.
Where's the beef? Where's the beef?
It could be at your house if you're one of our winners on our Where's the Beef $1,000 giveaway. KTC Broadcasting will be giving away 5 $200 gift cards for beef. Take your pick: steaks, ribs, hamburger, and more. Be sure to register today at Greenleaf Relief, Highway 150 East in Cherryville, at West End Sales, Highway 18 North in Vale, at Moss Drug on West Franklin Boulevard in Gastonia, at Gage Pool and Spa on South Union Road in Gastonia, at Parker Family Feed, Highway 18 North in Bellwood, at the 3500 Grill on Highway 18 North of Shelby, at the Firestone Grill, West Franklin Boulevard in Gastonia, at Gaston Used Auto Parts on Dogwood Street in Gastonia, at Parker Farm Service on Bessie Drive in Kings Mountain, and at Norris Merchandise, Highway 18 South in Shelby, at Medical Arts Pharmacy on Grover Street in Shelby, and at Full Throttle Power Sports on Indian Drive in Gastonia. The drawing will be held Friday, October 31st Register to win our $1,000 Where's the Beef contest.
Where's the beef? Where's the beef?
You can also register at Iron Station Country Store, Highway 27 in Iron Station.
They're kicking off the savings at Abernathy Chevrolet Buick GMC in Lincoln. You'll score big. Truck Month was so good last month, it's been extended through October with extra big rebates on GMC Sierras and Chevy Silverados, plus Super Bowl low financing. And prices have dropped on the full line of SUVs with the lowest rates of the year. And don't forget about their pre-owned Car Bravo vehicles, the biggest selection of the year. You'll be a winner with a stop in at Abernathy Chevrolet Buick GMC, 1445 East Main Street, Lincoln, online at abernathychevrolet.com. Tackle your finances with Carolina Federal Credit Union in Cherryville. Enjoy no minimum balance checking, competitive savings yields, and low interest loans. This fall, make the switch and score big. Join today at carolinafcu.org or in person at 1200 East Church Street in Cherryville. Membership eligibility required, equal housing lender, federally insured by NCUA. That's Carolina Federal Credit Union, 1200 East Church Street in Cherryville. It's a Sealy Mattress blowout sale at Hendrick Appliance and Mattress Center in Shelby. Never before have the prices been reduced this much. It's an inventory clearance on in-store Sealy mattresses. Get the sleep you deserve at a price you can afford. Also in stock, those hard-to-get Speed Queen washers and dryers. Come in and see Paige and like their Facebook page, too. Hendrick Appliance and Mattress Center, 1241 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. On the right going down, on the left coming up.
And welcome back to a very special Saturday Morning Sports Talk with Kevin and the Gang.
And good morning. I think I figured out the spot we want to talk about. This is Terry and questioning exactly how we do the weather around here. We're trying to figure it out. Of course, there's no when I hit that. Where'd my sound?
I'm just ready. Yeah.
Might rain day, right? Is that the best you can do it?
I mean, it's
real cloudy. Might rain.
I have a question though. When you do the weather, and Tom, this is probably in your geographic what you teach over at your school.
History.
When it says 70%.
You mean in my subject area?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Nothing he said made any sense.
Are you saying in my content area?
But Tom, when you say 70%, is that not like it's going to rain like 70% of the day?
No.
Okay, I'll explain it if you want.
Back in the old days when they used to say that, that's what you knew. And if they showed in the evening, it would have it. But now it says 70%, and that means you're going to have a storm 7 out of 10 times.
Will he be quiet?
Because I'm the one that's talking.
Just be quiet.
No.
It means that 70% of the area should receive rain. 30% of the area will not receive rain.
Not back in the old days. That's not how you used to do it.
If you take your entire world, which is Lincoln County, you know how it kind of looks like a little rectangle. Take 70% of that rectangle, and they're basically saying that 70% will get rain, and this other little 30% won't. So in other words, like if Vale and West Lincoln and Lincoln get rain, then maybe Denver won't. Because I know your whole world is Lincoln County. So if I break it down into Lincoln County, do you understand it now?
Say that again.
Okay, never mind.
That's right.
It's just.
All right, Terry, I got a better one.
Okay.
There's 10 counties.
I got you. Mm-hmm.
It's going to rain in 7 of them.
7 of them. Okay.
So say it rains in Gaston, Cleveland, Lincoln,
No,
Burke,
you can't even
McDowell,
name
Henderson.
So quit.
Which
Quit, Tom.
you can't do that. You can't do that because you don't know the counties of North Carolina.
Terry don't even watch the weather. He just uses the Farmer's Almanac for every day.
That's right. That's exactly right.
Do it
That's
better
why
than
they
the
still
weather.
Yeah, it probably does.
They still print.
They do.
for our radio folks. Sorry about that. I didn't have that. Online. Go ahead.
That game last night was about the one show that lasted longer than our Full Throttle Power Sports post game show. 15 innings. Didn't even get a chance to really catch a lot of it. It was a classic apparently, and it was in a lot of tension, a lot of stress. They said Seattle was bumping and just it sounded kind of like a Seahawks football game up there with how rowdy it was. So that
got our own Cal Raleigh.
Yeah.
Up there with
That's a good thing they started out on the West Coast. It was probably about a 5:15 pitch, so they probably weren't done till about 10 o'clock. But at least if that was an East Coast game, it would have been over till 1 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
So Blue Jays and Mariners 1 and 2 seed. They'll play tomorrow at 8 o'clock in Toronto.
All chalk, huh?
Dodgers beat the Phillies, and the Brewers are tied 2-2. I actually picked all of those, I think. No, not all chalk. Dodgers beat the Phillies.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, Kevin. It's the first time that neither the Astros or the Yankees have been in the AL League Championship Series since 2016.
2016.
And actually, that year, at the time, Cleveland Indians versus the Toronto Blue Jays.
I've got an interesting question for you guys. I thought about the other day, thinking about the MVP. Obviously, just to throw a little. This isn't solid. This is just we were talking about valuable position guys and what positions are better and what type of player would you rather have. So, at their peak, I'm gonna give you the peak, so there's no arguments on that. You get whatever pitching staff whatever. Everybody has the same pitching staff, right? We're gonna go with that. You get 8 Aaron Judges, and they have to play all 8 positions. You get 8 Cal Raleighs, or the third team, Zach, you get 8 Jose Altuves. Who wins? I'm talking bat and defense. So they have to play every position on the field, be adequate at that, and also each pitcher has to face Aaron Judge 8 times, Cal Raleigh 8 times, and Jose Altuve 8 times. Now, Altuve, you're pitching to a zone about this big. Cal Raleigh, of course, the switch-hitting catcher, so you got to pick which side. And then, of course, Aaron Judge, big, gigantic human.
Are we telling Altuve what the pitch is?
It is legal, so yes. But my thing is, do you want the short – they all hit pretty much good power and average, but do you want the short, fast guy that can play all the positions like that and maybe give up something at catcher or at first? Or do you want the catcher that can play pretty much any position but maybe short and second? Or do you want Judge and hope he hammers away everything and maybe wins that and does okay in the outfield? Because I don't know if Judge can catch.
I'll tell you, what about the infield with Judge? Ooh.
Maybe Altuve may be able to catch.
I'd have a hard time with Judge up the middle of the infield. I think he could do third. I think he could do first.
Right.
I don't know about catching. I don't know about short or second.
No,
outfield, he'll be fine. Outfield, I mean, he's not won a Gold Glove, but he's not his.
You're not trying to win a game with Judge's 8 defensive players in a 4-1 ball game.
Yeah, he's not going
to. You're looking for a 12-10 game.
I mean, honestly, Altuve's proven, with the exception of catcher, Altuve's proven he can be a good. I don't want to use utility. He can play pretty much any position in the field.
So
you can play infield.
One reason I wanted to bring this up again is that we were talking. Some folks talking about Skatebo last night and how big he is, and then the kids today about how he runs through guys. And Andre was talking to his son about him, and he was like, "Have I introduced you to Mike Allstott?" And so Allstott's up for the Hall of Fame, and they were talking about that. So a lot of times the smaller guys, the Muggsy Bogues of the day, the Spud Webbs, they don't get the opportunity that some of the other guys maybe do. And we just had a discussion about MVP, and we all might have took 8 Altuves. And does that make that type of player more valuable? And that's my question, is that sometimes height doesn't really mean a lot. In baseball, is it not more advantageous to be actually shorter?
That's part
unless you're a first baseman,
right? Well, that's one of the.
As an umpire, Tom, is it more advantageous to be short like that? Judge or Altuve at the plate?
You don't want a short pitcher. You like that big 6'6" guy, although they get a little wild. But batting, it's definitely harder to call balls and strikes on a shorter batter than it is a taller batter. But sometimes you screw up, and then the pitch will be at the taller batter's waist, and you'll call it a ball. It's like, well, it's probably on the chest on a lot of people, but that's on him. He's 6. We had a kid one time, he was 6'8", played baseball, and I went down and did a scrimmage, and I was like, oh my God, this is like, you've got like all of this area to call. So and the reason why I would go with Altuve is he can hit, he can play all the infield positions. If you can play infield, you can play outfield.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you can play outfield, don't mean you can play infield. The infielder can play outfield. So
I think I was just thinking about this and some of the things as far as that they were talking about the quarterbacks being able to see over the line and which things matter is height and does some sports do you need height in that? And I'm like, baseball, I don't there's so many guys that have different like the years Judge and Altuve going back and forth. They got the same stats and they're just two completely different human beings. And just curious what you guys thought about that. And,
I do think it's a credit to Judge, not saying he deserves the MVP, obviously, but I think it's a credit to Judge. You think big, tall like that traditionally, you think holes in his strike zone. You think that it's hard for him to cover the plate.
I'm being serious when I say this.
Yeah.
Does Barry Sanders and Emmett go first round in today's drafts at 5'9"?
And that's a legitimate question.
Because we had the Las Vegas guy. You talking about
Genty?
Yeah,
and Bijan. And
I think Genty. I think he's
okay. I was just curious.
I would just, but I mean,
some height questions.
Any of the running backs going now is you going? Are you still going to show Allstott?
No, I wasn't going to show anything.
Yeah. I thought you was going to show Allstott.
Actually,
Mike Allstott.
No, I was just curious as far as the height thing.
You was talking about even
asking about the Altuve
predating Allstott. We got Okoye. Remember how much of a
the Nigerian Nightmare was awesome. Blue Jays and Mariners. All right, guys, let's make our picks on this one. I guess we'll kind of go with the Dodgers and Brewers. We can go on that one too. That's tonight at 8:00. We'll go with the Brew Crew and Cubs. We'll first start with that one. Zach, who you got in this one for tonight?
I'm picking this for my brother-in-law. He's a big Cubs fan. I'm gonna take the Cubs.
Chip,
they're in Milwaukee now, aren't they?
Yeah, they're.
Cubs are hit good form. This is a toss-up for me. I'll go the opposite to Zach. I'll go the Brewers on this one. Either one of them is going to lose to the Dodgers.
Sorry about that. Tom, Brewers and Cubs.
Yeah, Brewers have been the best team in the National League all year. I'm not going against them now, but
they can put up some runs.
Yeah, they can. I mean, they've played well all year long, so let's go with the Brewers.
All right, American League, Blue Jays. I'm going with Brewers, so I picked them to go with that. Now let's go. Did anybody? Oh, Zach picked the Cubs.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we'll just stay in National League real quick. I had Dodgers and Brewer over the Brewers to go to the World Series. What do you guys got on that one?
I said whoever won the Dodgers and Phillies was going to win the World Series.
I don't trust the Dodgers. I don't think their bullpen pitching.
So you got the Cubbies in the World Series.
You got Sasaki in there.
I know.
For the World Series?
Yeah, out of the National League.
Out of the National League, I'm just gonna stay with the Brewers. I think I'm just going small market.
I hope you're right, Tom.
I hope it's a Brewers. Well, I can live with the Mariners or the Blue Jays, either one. I'd like to see a Brewers Blue Jays.
All right, is that who you got in American League, Tom? Who you got to win the World Series? American League in your pick?
Blue Jays will win the series.
Well, I guess we could do the World Series pick next weekend. That's not going to be 7 games. We'll do American League real quick. So you got Blue Jays.
Mm-hmm.
Chip?
I want to pick the Mariners so bad, and I think that would solidify Cal Raleigh's MVP resume if it hadn't done so already. But I think Tom, I talked about this before we got on the air. Tom talked about how much energy the Guardians put into getting into the playoffs. I think the Mariners just expended a whole lot of energy basically playing 2 games and 1 last night. I think they're going to fall behind to the Blue Jays, and I think the Jays are going to end up in the World Series.
This should be a 7-game series. I guess that we are now in 7s. All right, Zach, who you got in this one?
I want to pick the Mariners because of what we talked about earlier about the 90s stuff. So I'm going to go with them, but I'm not convicted about that.
I think it's going to be a good
Mariners
series.
winning the whole thing?
Mariners beating the Blue Jays.
Well, I know. Then who's the World Series?
Cubs, Mariners, and I'm going to take Cubs.
Zach takes the Cubbies to win the World Series. I got Blue Jays over Dodgers for the World Series myself. Did we miss anybody? We all got those, right? All right. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back here in a few minutes on KDCBroadcasting.com.
Configuring the Bluetooth, deciding who controls the music, remembering where you parked, Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your vehicle doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like remembering if you're on the 3rd or 4th level of the parking garage. That's simple human sense.
Your auto owner's insurance agency is East Lincoln Insurance Agency, Highway 16 Business in Denver. You can book your tee times online at the Glen Oaks Golf Course in Maiden. Just go online at glenoaksgolf.com. Pick out your tee time and book it. Check out their pro shop, snack bar, driving range, and banquet hall. And memberships are available. For more information, call 828-428-2451. Or again, go online at glenoaksgolf.com and like them on Facebook too. The time is now, right now. Get to Today's Pro in Shelby and get ready for the cold winter weather ahead. Check out the line of gas logs. Today's Pro has a great selection to choose from. Plus, they'll install them in your home. And they offer great service too. When the power goes out, your gas logs from Today's Pro will keep on burning. They do it all. Today's Pro, 1325 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Open 9 to 5 Monday through Friday. Call 704-600-8393. Online at thetodayspro.com.
Saturday, October 11th. The NASCAR Xfinity Series heads to Vegas.
Jesse Love goes and cuts down in front of Josh Williams. There's Austin Hill, cannot get the outside line going.
Now he drives up beside Jesse Love. Ryan Sieg moving all over the racetrack, upside, downside.
It's the Focus Tell 302, Saturday, October 11th at 7 p.m.
On Carolina Country WCSL, 92.9 FM, 1590 AM, online at ktcbroadcasting.com. Grizzly the Greeter says now you can rent to own your new Liberty Shed at Blessed Buildings and Tiny Homes in Cherryville. Deposits have been reduced. For Liberty Sheds up to $10,000, you pay only $150 down. For Liberty Sheds priced from $10,000 to $25,000, you pay only $250 down. Also take 15% off base cost of Liberty Sheds and Tiny Homes, including upsiding and board and batten siding, and 10% off vinyl siding on new-built Liberty Sheds, and garage units now 25% off. Blessed Buildings and Tiny Homes, Highway 150 East in Cherryville, right across from Ace Hardware. Online at blessedbuildings-tinyhomes.com.
Hi, folks. This is Buddy Cheney, owner of ProMotion Motor Company. It's fall time, and you know what that means. Football, fall leaves, Halloween, and Thanksgiving is right around the corner. So if you need a quality pre-owned SUV to take the family to the football game, a quality pickup truck to haul those leaves off, a sedan to take the kids trick-or-treating, or a sports car to make that fast getaway from the in-laws after Thanksgiving dinner, then come on down to ProMotion Motor Company. ProMotion Motor Company has been serving Lincoln and surrounding counties for 23 years with over 12,000 automobiles sold. Good credit, bad credit, no credit, first-time buyers, or on-the-lot finance. We have the capabilities to get you approved for a quality pre-owned vehicle. We keep over 80 units in stock at all times. So come on down to 2527 East Main Street, Lincoln. Visit us on the web at www.promotionmotors.com or call us at 704-735-0303. And happy fall, y'all.
And we're back on a very special Saturday morning sports talk.
Good morning, Kevin Hastings here. Saturday morning Shock Joxx. We do live sports here on Saturday, talking about the weekend sports and preview the week ahead sometimes. And we've got we talk Major League Baseball, NBA, college sports, NASCAR, NFL, and more. We talk golf, prep sports. But today, if you are a longtime listener of the show and viewer of the show, we do have sad news that Terry Reinhardt has passed and is no longer with us here. Last night we lost him last night, and basically today we're doing as best we can to give a little tribute show, talk about some of his teams. We just talked about some baseball, of course. I want to real quick talk. Terry was his fandom, real quick, was a Kansas City Royals fan, Boston Celtics, Dallas Cowboys, NC State, and of course went to high school at Lincoln, and of course he's been teaching over and working over here at West Lincoln forever. Went to college at NC State and Appalachian State, and so put all of his teams and stuff up there on the board. got to see the Celtics win quite a few championships. Kansas City, what, 2? I think it is, or that he saw.
They won it in, what, 15? Was it 15 that they won it? This
in
2015?
80, whatever it was, 85, whatever it was. Of course, the Wolfpack, 3 for them, 71, 77, 83, back when they were good. And, you know, Chip, I don't know if you've noticed this week, and of course, Dallas Cowboys you know, we've had our fun over the years. All the guys here today, Zach's got his Kansas City shirt on, and me and Tom and Chip got our Cowboys shirts on for Terry. And, of course, they've been waiting 30 years, whatever, since Dallas's last Super Bowl appearance. We've talked about that over the years. Lately, he's been disappointed, of course. I think he's starting to turn on Jerry a little bit. Finally listen to him a little bit on the Jerry stuff. But Wolfpack, of course, you know, his favorite player there was Nate McMillan and not David Thompson. I don't know if he was just trolling the Cleveland Cavaliers. So I don't never know, but every time we did talk about it, the greatest, he would say Nate McMillan was the greatest NC State Wolfpack player ever. So he didn't go Googs, who was 2-time Olympic gold medalist, or David Thompson, but he went Nate McMillan on it. So I didn't know if that was the exact feelings on that one or not.
Yeah, you couldn't ever tell if he was joshing you. You know what I'm saying?
You never knew if he was if he was just trying to get a
rile out of it.
Yeah.
Well, Chip, have you seen some of the things going on with the Belichick things that are related to NC State and North Carolina?
No, I have not.
Okay. If you're paying attention back in the day, NC State basically got in trouble, and with the help of some of the North Carolina legislators, helping throwing them under the bus, is that for selling game tickets, and it basically torpedoed the NC State program in the 90s. Is basically what happened. So it's kind of this past week, UNC players have been selling spare game tickets. This is a copy of the note sent out to the players. It's a friendly reminder that you are not to sell or exchange your complimentary tickets for any item of value. You may give the tickets to anyone you choose without receiving anything in return. Although some NCAA rules have recently changed, this rule has not. Selling your tickets or receiving an extra benefit still impacts your eligibility to compete in intercollegiate athletics. Please let us know if you have any questions. So not only they're not winning games, things are going on. Who knows what's going on in Chapel Hill? They're on pace to maybe win 2 games this year against Richmond and Charlotte. And they have that rule, basically, that's what people are saying. This is basically the rule that NC State was had their basketball team torpedoed, or basically their program. No more Val Vano in the game. Everybody.
We talked about this last night off the air, like before, while the high school games were going on, and it's like he's gonna. If he makes the decision to get out, okay, that's. Or leaves or works some kind of magic to happen. Okay, fine. I don't see Carolina having the incentive to really get rid of him. He is at least making them, and relevant's not the right word. He's at least getting them attention, and that to me, in some shape, form, or fashion, is going to equal dollar bills for them. So what are they without him? They're a losing, unsuccessful, historically not great football program. What are they with him? A not good, inconsistent, historically not great football program that's getting attention. So, I mean, the onus is on him to want to leave. I don't think Carolina has much incentive.
They had a couple good seasons under Fedora.
Yeah.
They made the championship game one year. I mean, it hasn't been a total train wreck in recent years. They have a couple of quarterbacks starting in the NFL. So I think it's maybe just a little bit of an overstatement to say they're just totally irrelevant before Bill Belichick got there. But, the main thing is he's trying to bring the NFL system. But then it's kind of weird. He kept like old Fat Freddie as his offensive coordinator, who was horrible in Cleveland. He's got his son there. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, we all want to talk about qualifications for the job. I mean, you can't just put together a bunch of your friends and go coach a football team. The players know it. I mean, one of the studs for Ohio State, a defensive lineman, was at Carolina last year. Like, if your studs are leaving because they're like, man, we don't want to play for this guy, And if I'm because I do harbor a little, I can't stand cheaters, and the man is a cheater. But if you look, like Zach said, you look at his record.
Mm-hmm.
What has he won without Tom Brady?
Yeah.
He's not won anything without Tom Brady, and he's embarrassing the university with this young woman. I mean, like she's a show pony or something. I mean, it's like, what are you doing? Why is she on the sidelines?
Right.
You know what? I don't know what Ryan Day's wife looks like. You know why? She's not on the sidelines. I don't know what Dabo Sweeney's wife looks like, because you know what? You don't bring your wife on the sideline.
Right.
You just don't do it. Now, you might do events and things like that. Sure. There's a time and place, right? You know how many games my wife has watched me umpire a referee in my 0.
Mm-hmm.
And when she came to soccer games, she was up in the stands. It's just like, what are you doing?
What, 70, 100 players on the roster? What if one of them have a question while she's over there talking to
That's
them?
what I'm saying.
You need something. Well, we have a football emergency right now. It's game day. Like, why are you on the field right now?
Don't get me wrong.
It's an hour before the game. You're not on the field.
Don't get me wrong. It's like, I'm not going to judge, like, if I was a 70-year-old single man and this smoking hot 22-year-old girl. Yeah, sure. Like, everybody wants to, like, but it's just the way he's doing it.
Tom,
do
you watch South Park? I know the answer is no.
I've watched some.
Have you seen the Belichick episode?
No, I haven't seen it yet. No,
well, I'm going to play a little bit of it for you. We'll probably get kicked off, but I really don't care at this point. So this is South Park's version of Belichick, and basically,
And pass it to the amigo behind you.
South Park has Cartman as a teacher in a low income school, and instead of teaching them, Tom, you'll appreciate this as a teacher, I think.
Hey man, what the hell do you think you're doing?
Yeah. Mr. Cartman is here to make sure you all get into college.
Getting into college? Man, we ain't getting no college. Fuck you.
Oh, sorry. That was supposed to be the clean version. It was not the clean version. Sorry. It said it on the thing.
That was not the remix.
That was the clean version.
Sorry. We're sorry.
It's supposed to be Cartman talking about that Belichick doesn't teach you. You've got to go through life like Coach Belichick. You've got to cheat to win. And he teaches the kids how to cheat on the test as opposed to teaching them anything about the test. And then he goes like the basketball court and he shows them like how to foul real hard and like Nancy Kerrigan with a pole and like going through all that and it's just really funny. The whole thing's about the Patriots cheating and they're just it's just a total rip.
I mean, it's just
Patriot way
of Belichick.
He's a cheater. I mean, and unless he has a Tom Brady, I mean, seriously, what has he done? No, I mean, it's not that he doesn't know anything about football and he's had zero success, but elite. Would he be elite coach without him?
Yeah.
No. Well, remember, he won a Super Bowl coaching Lawrence Taylor, and he won his defensive wise, and then he won the other ones coaching Tom Brady.
He's a phenomenal defensive coordinator.
We got a special caller on the line, and want to talk to Mr. Steve Degree is called in and wants to say a little something to us here. Steve, what's up? You got it, Steve?
Yeah, I do. How you doing? How you doing, fellas?
Hey, Steve.
Hey, Steve.
Good morning. Hate to hear from you again because we didn't expect to hear from you. Obviously, we saw you last night here just late last night, and we got the news late, and I just got to you this morning. So, Steve Degree calling in from Shelby a little bit. Steve, what you got for us?
Got it, Steve? Yeah, I got you. I got you. You hear me?
Yeah. Go ahead, Steve.
I just calling to give Terry Brown family my condolences. Terry and I go way back before we could call in or come to the radio station. We always kept up with the scores. I would call him. He would give me the scores, and I would give him the scores that I had. And through that, we became mutual friends. And we were always cared about. I was a Carolina fan. He was a North Carolina State fan. I'm a Shelby fan. He was a West Lincoln fan, so we always had something to go back and forth. But for a person who knew about. He knows statistics that nobody else would know.
Yep.
He know how many times who had been in the playoffs. Most of the time, he know all the scores. Terry was a great, great man, and he was a great friend of mine. And to lose two friends in less than 24 hours, my heart is really, really sad. And I see y'all guys on TV with the Dallas Cowboy shirts on. Thank y'all guys, because I know he was a diehard Cowboy fan, as myself is. And when I got your text, Kevin, I didn't really know what to say. You know, I had to get myself together before I could call in. And Terry Urick will be missed in some kind of way. I'm gonna try to get his wife's family number or something, and I would personally go by there and see them, because I really love Terry Reinhardt. He was my friend. Everybody at the station, they know that Terry was a great man, and I don't even know if we could do any kind of trivia to fill the void. I don't think nobody can take Terry Reinhardt's place. I don't know enough stats or not like that to take his place. But just for a genuine person that everybody loves, I know those kids at West Lincoln really going to miss him. And the coaching staff and everybody, I just want to say, Terry Reinhardt, man, I'm going to miss you, and I really, really love you from the bottom of my heart. I'm sitting here now crying because I know what he meant to me, and I know what he meant to y'all, Kevin. So if there's anything that I could do to help y'all out in the situation, y'all got my number, call me.
Well, thank you, Steve.
Thank you, Steve.
Beautiful
Thanks,
word.
Coach. Thanks, Steve.
Like, that could have been more beautiful, Steve. Steve is a Cowboys fan. Trying to keep everything as light as we can, obviously. You and him about the same age and everything, right?
I think I might be a little older than him. I'm 68.
I'm not 100% on exactly who's Terry's exact favorites. Where I know he's loved Randy White and the Monster, but maybe you want to talk about some of your favorites back in the day.
My favorite player was Tony Dorsett. I'd go way back to Roger Staubach, Bob Lilly, and I have a Ed Too Tall Jones jersey because he was number 72, and I wore 72 in high school too. I can go back to the Ice Bowl when Forrest Gregg blocked Jeff Pugh for Bart Starr to make the quarterback sneak. That was in '66. So that's how far I go back with the Cowboys. And I always liked them because I played for the Shelby Middle School Blue Devils, right? And they had blue and we had blue. And they do that up, down, like at the end of the game. So I used to try to do that when I played offensive line. So I go way back with the Cowboys too. I can say Cowboys, man, people won't even know. Like, I don't know if people know that Herb Adderley played with the Packers, then he turned around and played with the Cowboys. And, go on Lance Allworth, and man, I can go on and on and on. The Doomsday Defense with Randy White, Harvey Martin was co-MVPs of Super Bowl. People probably don't realize that's the only time two people ever won Super Bowl MVPs on Dallas defense. And that one, I also remember the time that Dallas was winning the Super Bowl 3 or 4 to the Colts, and them and that don't made the Dallas Chuck Howley the MVP, and then Baltimore came back, kicked the field goal. I think it was ended up being 16-13. And I think Chuck Howley is the only person to ever win the Super Bowl MVP on the losing team.
Yep.
So I could go on and on with the Cowboys. That's how I'm really a diehard Cowboy fan. And I did get a chance to go see. I've been to Jerry World, so that was one of my presents to myself.
Steve, two quick things that I have on your old Cowboys that I met just on a random walk-in. Went to Akron to see my roommate in college and hung out. We went to the Hall of Fame game, and we wandered up to Detroit and all kinds of just dumb stuff. But went to a Cleveland Indians game. Saw King Griffey Jr. play for the Reds in Cleveland, actually, Tom. But walking to the Hall of Fame, Steve, you know, you and my dad would have fainted. I'm just standing there, we're just walking around like a bunch of idiots, and a tour group walks by us, and these two giant human beings walk by. One with the biggest biceps you've ever seen on a 7-year-old man, and the other just a wall of a man. And if it was Bob Lilly and Randy White doing a private tour with some Cowboys fans who had paid, and it was pretty neat just seeing them. You know, I'm not part of the tour or anything, but like a few minutes later, they're wandering around. We're looking at the bust, and their tour guide does the hey, just wander around and look at the thing kind of guy. And I'm watching her. She's got the pictures with the guys' names, and I'm like, I'm bypassing her. So I walked straight up to Bob Lilly and I said, Mr. Lilly, you're my dad's favorite player growing up. I was wondering if I could have your autograph. And he said, you part of the group? I said, nope. He goes, that's how you talk to that's how you approach a Hall of Famer, son. Thanks for coming up and saying hi. He called the lady over, and then he goes, Randy, come over here. And he brought Randy White over, and he introduced Randy White to me. So I got to meet Bob Lilly and Randy White on a random walk-in in the Hall of Fame.
Wow.
I didn't tell him I knew you though, Steve. I didn't. I got the
I actually got to meet Drew Hill, Everson Walls.
Okay.
Alvin Harper.
Yeah.
Charles Haley.
Oh, Charles! How big is Charles Haley in person?
Well, he's a pretty good sized man.
That's what everybody says.
I also got to see Billy Bates when I went out there. Like he does the tailgate party. He's in charge of the tailgate party. So
okay.
I have pictures with Charles Haley, Derek Harper, and Charles Haley, Everson Walls. But I got pictures with those guys.
Well, Steve, any more words and thoughts or anything on Terry? And I know we talked. Well, you can say you'll have plenty more time next Friday night when you come in yourself. I knew you wanted to call in and say something this morning and talk to the folks out there. And of course, Coach Taylor last night. You talked about him for a few moments as well. But rough night for you. Prayers for you as well, Steve. Any other thoughts though?
I had a triple header, with Shelby losing Coach Taylor, and now Terry Reinhardt. I don't even know which one hurts the worst. Probably losing my friends because I can get over the Shelby game. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I won't be able to get past my two friends, especially Terry. Wow. The last time I happened to look at y'all guys, remember Terry was on. Remember, I called you and told you. He looked pretty on. He was ugly on the set. Remember when I called it, told him that.
Yeah.
That's the last time I talked to him. But y'all guys keep up the good work, and I can see Tom right now got his hands, got his face in his hands. Everybody's hurting. I can tell you, Terry, you're gonna be missed, man. But hope you left them statistics somewhere. Maybe we can find them and use them.
Oh goodness!
Thanks, Steve. We appreciate you.
Thank you, Steve. Thanks for the words, brother.
Thank you, Steve.
It,
Steve, you have good weekends. Prayers for you. We'll get you there. We'll get you all the information.
Y'all keep up the good work. We'll see y'all Friday.
Thank you, brother.
If you need me before then, feel free to call me.
All right, we'll let you know. All right, Steve DeGree, Shelby Golden Lines, and obviously friend and of Terry and the guys. I've got a quick video of Terry's prediction on the Super Bowl. Whoops.
In that bunch right there.
Yeah, I would hope so.
That's two I picked from the start of the year.
Okay.
Cowboys and Bills.
Okay. Now, if you didn't know,
I would hope so. And my two Super Bowl picks are in that bunch right there.
I would hope so.
That's two I picked from the start of the year.
Okay.
Cowboys and Bills.
Okay, that's cute. You've been doing it since 1992.
1992 was a good year. It's a good year for me.
All right. Hopes. Okay.
That's two I picked from the start of the year.
Okay.
Cowboys and Bills.
Okay, that's cute. You've been doing it since 1992.
1992 was a good year. It's a good year for me.
All right. So if that happens.
In my two Super
For the folks online, I do believe we do have Dennis online. Do we have Dennis there? You there?
Yes, I'm here.
Hey, Dennis. Good morning, brother.
Hey, Dennis.
Well, I don't know that I'd call it a good morning.
No. We understand.
Well, excuse me, I've got a little congestion this morning, and I missed the first 20 minutes of the show this morning due to some problems and everything. And then I got to hearing you guys talking about Terry, and I'm going, what's going on? And then it comes clear that Terry passed away last night, and that was a great shock to me. Terry was a dear, unique friend that we all had. When I first started working over there at Cherryville, Terry would go back in the little room back there in his little office, and he would get the scores from all over. And how he did that was a mystery. It was like the Wizard of Oz kind of thing, because back in those days there weren't a lot of post-game shows, but Terry had a list of telephone numbers, and he would call this guy and that guy and his contacts, and they all would give the scores, and we had a great post-game show at that time because Terry would give all the scores from everywhere that you could imagine. And after the last thing he would do at night on the post-game show is he would go in and he would record all the scores. And as you were driving home, you would hear Terry Reinhardt repeating the scores and everything. He was a unique and great fella, multi-talented, very knowledgeable. We all like to give him a hard time. But Terry on the radio played a character, and that character was one that we all sort of played off of. But Terry was a very smart, intelligent guy with an extreme knowledge of sports and statistics. Now, we know he was a Kansas City Royals fan and a Dallas Cowboy fan, and he was loyal to those schools along with NC State. But just the humanity of Terry Reinhardt, he was a great guy and a great friend, and I just wanted to take the time to acknowledge that.
Well, Dennis, we want to thank you for calling him. I know you worked with him for quite a few years here in KTC, and you know, pregame and postgame, and we've been talking about here on the show that just you know, the preparedness, and that he would have some stats that he would have a stat every week for almost every game that we would never have heard of or with no idea where he come from, right?
Right. He would pull things that, and you'd say, "Wow, I didn't know that," or "I had never heard that," kind of thing. Sort of like that free tires for life on his Toyota truck. He's the only guy I know that never bought a tire. He bought a truck, and they told him he'd get free tires for the life of the truck, and he's driven the tires off of that truck many times. I think he's had 5 or 6 sets of tires. That was just Terry in a capsule right there.
Absolutely, Dennis. The tires thing is one of the best things that he ever. That probably obviously that's the best purchase he ever made was the free tires for life deal. If you ever see that, sign up for it. Tell your kids. I don't know if those come with those fancy new Teslas or not. the run treads.
Elon Musk ain't giving nobody
free tires. All right, you know.
And my two Super Bowl picks are in that bunch.
We had some fun, folks, watching at home a couple years back, putting everybody's fun heads. I was trying to find Dennis's while he was talking, so I could put Dennis and Terry up on the screen together, but I lost him. But there was Terry in his outfit. I got a good one of it's Dennis and Will, and they've got Will's got the long hair too, and Dennis looking like the lineman. I was trying to find them as quick as I could when Dennis called, and he can't get it. But there's Terry's picture for the folks at home that want to check it out. But he's always fun with that. That's old Devin Travis picture right there.
Well, Kevin, if you would be kind enough, just text the arrangements to us whenever you hear about what those are going to be, and I'm sure we'll all be, like with Steve Roberts, we'll all be there celebrating Terry's, venture into heaven.
Well, appreciated giving us the call here this morning, Dennis, and you take care, and prayers for you, and you be good. You be careful up there where you're at.
Thank you, man. Bye.
All right, bye.
Thank you, Dennis.
Dennis Davis, of course, longtime announcer here with KTC. Did the pregame, postgames with Terry for a long time, and I don't know if they ever actually got to do a game together. I couldn't remember. Should have asked him there because they kind of didn't do that same thing. They kind of did the same thing at the game, so probably not in everything. But thank you, Dennis, for giving us the call, and Steve DeGree this morning. We're going to run one more little. Let's see. I think I have one more little video for you before we take a break, and we've got to do bad picks and more here in a second, but I'm going to do one more. That was Terry's Super Bowl picks, and don't forget. I tell you what, let's go ahead and run the NFL bad picks, and then we'll take a break. How about that? We'll go to that. We'll have a good laugh, and then we'll go to break on that. So let me pull that up. Bad thing is, Terry's got the stats, so we don't know how bad we did last week or how good we did.
I'll try to go back and see what stats are for us.
Look at it ourselves and do the stats on that. So let me pull up ours. So, folks, like Chip said earlier, we do cut up our segments. You can go back and watch. On KTC Broadcasting, you can search them. We do. We break them up: baseball, football, basketball, whatever, and then we post our bad picks. And so we're going to start with the NFL. For the folks that don't know what we do like to, make picks each week, and then we own up to our bad picks, like some folks won't do in the world and the press. So, but we like to do that. So let me do this, get it set up, and then all right, NFL bad picks from last week. Like again, it's only 2.5 minutes or 2 hours, two, almost 3 minutes. It's not too bad. Last week's was like 4.5. So put it that way.
We're getting better.
Getting better. All right, here we go.
Up.
Let's see if this works.
Bad picks.
The New York Giants.
Tommy.
Giants.
Chipper.
Yeah, let's see what Jackson Dart can do. Let's go to the Giants.
All right, we all laughed at picking the Giants last week.
Now
Now we're going 4 across to New Orleans. Give me the Giants. Saints are awful, and I think they're losing on purpose.
Bad picks.
The game 2 of your game in hell. So we'll have a combined 2 wins and 13 losses and 1 tie. The New Jersey Jets host the Dallas Cowboys.
We are 0-2 up our all-time Jets.
Bad picks.
The last.
No!
last pick, he picked the Jets.
Oh no!
To beat the Cowboys.
Give me an upset. The Broncos go out there and beat
Eagles win.
They've proven they know they can find different ways to win. Yeah, Philadelphia.
Might pick Denver in home, not in Philly. Eagles with the win on this one.
Bad picks.
Got that right. No Tyreek. Dolphins still win.
Bad picks.
Apparently not.
I just don't see them going into Baltimore and beating them. I didn't realize how many injuries they had.
Bad picks.
Cardinals have let me down the past couple of weeks, but surely they don't lose to Tennessee, right? Arizona.
Terry?
Arizona.
Tommy?
Arizona.
Give me Cardinals at home.
Bad picks.
Seahawks.
This is throwback weekend. Tampa's in the creamsicles. Seattle's in their silvers and blues. Chip?
Give me Baker in the creamsicle. I think he'll going for the big game.
They wore them last week and got beat. Give me Seattle.
Bad picks.
Chargers have proven themselves to be pretty good. This will be a good game. I'm gonna go with the Chargers at home.
Terry?
I'm also taking the Chargers.
Give me the Chargers at home.
Bad picks.
Patriots and Buffalo. Buffalo favored by 8.5. Which one of y'all is taking the Drake May flag on this one?
Bills.
Nope.
Bills.
5-0 for the Bills for me as well.
Bad picks.
Chiefs have Mahomes. I'll take the Chiefs.
And they're getting their receivers back. Xavier Worthy's back and brings a whole new dimension to that offense. They're starting to look more like themselves. I go to the Chiefs.
Kansas City for the win, Terry. All right, Terry.
Those are some bad picks.
All right, we'll be right back. KDCBroadcasting.com.
It's a drag race for the race lead. We're racing here in Las Vegas.
The NASCAR Cup Series heads to Vegas.
Bowman on the inside, Austin Cindric on the outside. He'll cut the nose on Alex Bowman.
Wow, he comes off too like shot out of a cannon. He goes right around Cindric. Now he'll go after Logano.
It is Chevy versus Toyota. Toyota on the inside with Bubba Wallace. He cuts down to the apron.
The South Point 400, Sunday, October 12th at 4:30.
On Carolina Country WCSL, 92.9 FM, 1590 AM, online at ktcbroadcasting.com.
The Haunted Pyramids. The Haunted Pyramids in Lawndale will scare the yell out of you. Professional Hollywood special effects, 5 attractions and escape room. Now open Friday and Saturday night, 7:30 to midnight through November 1st. This weekend, get a picture with the special guest, the Creeper, with the truck from the movie Jeepers Creepers. Admission is $30 per person, 45 VIP, no wait. Pay $5 extra for a glow necklace, which signals you are fair game to touch and grab. Check Facebook, The Haunted Pyramids, 2745 Tony Road, Lawndale, North Carolina.
It's the Yamaha Wave Runner Best of Show sales event at Full Throttle Power Sports in Lowell. Come check out wet summer fun with a new Yamaha Wave Runner and save up to $2,500 on select off-road Kawasaki models and get up to $750 in bonus bucks on a new Honda. Take up to $2,500 off remaining 2024 Honda models. And don't miss the CF Moto Rev and Ride sales event with 1.99% APR financing or up to $1,500 in rebates on select models at Full Throttle Power Sports, 100 Indian Walk in Lowell. Online at ncfullthrottle.com.
Huge discounts, and we mean huge discounts. Only 4 are left. We're talking about the 2024 RTR Mustangs at Tyndall Ford in Gastonia. See Lyle Sturgis today. Tyndall Ford is the world's largest Roush and RTR dealer. Now that's saying a lot. So don't waste time. Get your new 2024 RTR Mustang today and save like never before with huge discounts. Tyndall Ford, 1901 East Franklin Boulevard in Gastonia. Online at tyndallford.com.
Performance meets power at Boyd Tire and Appliance and Boyd Lawn and Garden in Clover. See the new John Deere mowers, the Gravely mowers, and the Aaron's mowers. Ask about 0% financing for up to 36 months, plus a full line of Steel and Echo trimmers. Keep your lawn looking sharp with a stop in at Boyd Tire and Appliance and Boyd Lawn and Garden, located at 110 North Main Street in Clover. Online at BoydTireandAppliance.com. This month's Scholar Athlete of the Month is Alexis Martin of Burns High School. The award is sponsored by McDonald's, KTC Broadcasting, and What'sUpShopper.com. Alexis is the daughter of Kelly Martin and is a senior at Burns. She plays volleyball and also set the career assist mark with over 1,000 assists, the first ever at Burns High School. Alexis has a 4.234 grade point average and advanced courses in history, psychology, ACA, and English 1 and 2. She participates in Work 2030 and is a member of the New Beginnings Church. Community activities include helping with the prom, the North Shelby Games, and prom. After graduation, Alexis is planning to enroll in a 4-year university nurse practitioner program. The McDonald's KTC Broadcasting What'sUpShopper.com Student Athlete Award recognizes not only the accomplishments in athletics, but also for overall achievement in the classroom and community. Sponsored by McDonald's, KTC Broadcasting, and What'sUpShopper.com.
And we're back on a very special Saturday morning sports talk with Kevin and the gang.
Well, I don't know what you explain that later. All right, NFL picks. Let's make our picks. For this week's games. You got one? There was a big one.
There's pens all
JP, find out you got one.
Tom's being my eyes.
Is that paper big enough, or you need a bigger one?
I think it should be okay.
All right. Let's see. We're gonna pick some games for the folks at home. We want to use this side because that looks better. Doing a lot of on air editing today, trying to squeeze some Terry highlights in, folks. So bear with me for a second. Here we go. You losing pins?
Trying to find one that works.
Does that one work?
There we go. I think we're good now.
All right, I was about to throw this one at you if it didn't. Broncos at the Jets. Jets. Broncos favored by 6.5 in London, England. Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. I have been by the place, but not in it.
Really?
But I know where it's at. I've been off the exit on the lube.
Look at the ticket prices for that thing.
Mm-hmm. Mind the gap. Mind the gap. Y'all don't know what that is? That's what the subway says over and over.
So you don't.
Over and over. So you don't step in the hole between the platform and the subway. They call it the gap. And there's a recording every time the doors open. Mind the gap. Mind the gap. And it was a little English lady. It's probably a little Pakistani lady now, Tom. And now it's in London, but I don't know exactly. But either way, Jets and Broncos. So one of the players got in trouble last week. Wasn't a Browns player? Was it a Browns player got in trouble last week, wanting to explore the city?
Yes.
As opposed to being able to stay in their hotels. I can't remember which team had a little trouble with that. It may have been Vikings. I don't know. Somebody.
It was the guy that just came back from injury. Addison.
Okay.
Jordan Addison.
All right. Broncos at Jets. Who you got, Tommy?
Let's go with the Jets for the upset.
Whoa. First win across the pond. Tommy goes Jets. Zachary?
I'm glad you did that because I thought we'd have 4 across the board and we'd lose. So I'm picking the Jets.
Okay. Broncos for me.
Me too. Yes.
I'll go ahead and pick the 0-5.
You know, we're going to laugh.
Yeah,
we're going to get laughed at next week.
All right. Here's the battle. You know, the quarterback play in the NFL is kind of sad right now, but we got Kyler Murray. Daniel Jones, 6 touchdowns, 2 interceptions on the year at 5-1. Pretty good, decent defense, good running game for the Colts. They're favored by 6.5 at home in Lucas Oil Stadium. Zachary, who you got?
I'm going to take the Colts. Their running back, and Daniel Jones is playing well. Running back is playing really well.
Tommy?
Go with the Colts. I don't trust Kyler Murray anymore.
Never have, never will. We're going to go Colts at home, though, on this one. We'll go Colts in the Dome.
We're going to be on bad picks next week.
I went ahead and set it for a Chip. Went ahead and
we'll go 4 across the board.
I was trying not to be the
one. We'll do it.
We're on bad picks.
I kept picking against Daniel.
Every time we pick 4
go ahead and cut it now,
loses,
Kevin.
Yeah, just might as well.
I've been picking the Cardinals
time.
every week and picking against the Colts, and both of them been.
I mean, it's not even like we're not above 500 on that. Whatever it is,
yeah.
It's definitely under. We go 4 across. Chargers at Dolphins. Miami hosting Jim Harbaugh in the game day. Herbert got his girlfriend in South Beach. Will he be paying attention to the game plan? Chip, who you got in this one?
Sounds like something Tom would say. It's hard to focus when you got that pretty little girl on the sidelines.
Still a man.
I'm gonna go with the Chargers.
Tommy?
Chargers.
Zachary?
I'm going to go with the Dolphins. They have no starting running back for the Chargers now. They have lost 1 and 2 so far already.
That might be a good point.
Cross-country flight. I don't care. Give me the Chargers. Tough to pick the Dolphins against anybody that's decent. All right, Patriots and Saints. Now, last week, if I told you the Saints were going to end up this week 1-1, would you have believed me?
No.
Because last week, it was them that played on Thursday, right? No, I'm getting them mixed up. So, all right, I'm going to get back to somebody. Never mind. Nothing on the Saints.
Love those
stupid
jerseys,
points.
by the way.
Back to this one. Patriots heard by 3.5 in New Orleans. Who beat, I guess this is the Giants last week. All right, it was the Giants beating the Saints. Whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, Patriots over Saints. Zach, who you got?
Saints are terrible. But do I trust the Patriots to go down there and win?
That's what we said last week too. Zach.
I know. I'm going to go. I'm going to go with the. I'm going to go with the Saints being at home. I don't trust the Patriots going down there to win that game.
Tom?
Patriot. Drake, look at that touchdown interception, 7-2.
I know he's my fantasy quarterback.
He's doing well. I mean, he's not Tom Brady, but he's pretty good.
Give me May and the Patriots over Spencer Rattler.
Tom, you picked the Patriots?
I did.
All right, I'm going to go with you and Kevin. Yep.
I'm going to be on bad picks a lot next week.
All right, Tommy.
You're warming back up.
Dylan Gabriel, Aaron Rodgers, 6.5-point favorites. Cleveland hasn't won since 2003. Am I right?
Wow.
In Pittsburgh, 21 years, I think.
They won the playoff game in 20.
Regular season game. Sorry.
Regular season.
Yeah, the playoff game definitely won. That was awesome. But can they do it today, Zachary? I mean, tomorrow?
No way. Steelers.
Chip?
This game worries me, but I'm going to go Steelers.
Tommy?
Steelers will win the game.
I don't think the Browns are going to get lit up until Shador's in there. Go Steelers on this, and we'll all lose together. At least the Brownies will win if they lose together.
Second game going 4 across the board so far.
Look at the ticket prices for that one. $170.
$112 Sunday. You can see the Dallas Cowboys in town to face the Carolina Panthers.
Well,
I'm picking the Cowboys in favor in honor of Terry.
There'll be more Cowboys.
Oh, it'll be a
Cowboys
house.
I'm not sure the Panthers can score with them either.
Either way. I told your dad last night. Your dad said he's worried that Cowboys will not win this game. I said, I don't think that we can score. We can't score with them. They score so much. I think we will score, but I think it'll be a high-scoring game. I think it'll be like 40-30, and the Cowboys win.
No, Cowboys.
Oh, I'm sitting in this seat. I'm wearing this shirt.
Pick the Cowboys.
This is the first time in my life I've ever worn anything Cowboys. It'd just be wrong if I didn't pick them.
Yeah.
So Cowboys win, and you gave me an easy opponent to pick against. Cowboys win, and
they're gonna win the Super Bowl.
I didn't go that far.
I mean, I watched the Panthers just beat Miami. Like, those some bad. That was bad.
And now think about this though, just for a second though, with Philadelphia losing, that Cowboys are in a really good spot now, being with that division.
Seahawks and Jaguars. Seahawks favored by 1.5. Big game.
That's gonna be a good game
in Jacksonville.
It's gonna be a good game. I'm going to take the Seahawks since they lost last week. I didn't think they would. Tampa Bay. I'm going to take Seahawks to win in Jacksonville. They are favored.
Chip.
Jacksonville looked darn good.
They did
against the Chiefs. Like Trevor Lawrence actually looked like he found something. Sam Darnold's playing pretty good quarterback though. It's
good. It's gonna be a good game.
Who'd you pick?
I picked Seattle.
You picked Seattle. I'm gonna pick Jacksonville at home. I'll go the other way.
Jacksonville giving up 20 at home. Seattle 21. Tommy, who you got?
Jacksonville's made a believer out of me so far, and I know that you don't like their long-haired, girly quarterback, but sometimes they start coming into their own about year 6, which is whereby he is.
If anyone on the Chiefs would have, if like Chris Jones would have took 3 steps,
yep,
we're talking about a 3-2 Jaguars team as well. Give me, you going with Jaguars, Tom?
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna.
He won't pick Trevor Lawrence. He's got long hair.
I don't. Yeah, but Sam Darnold's awful too, and it's cross country. I have no choice but pick the
He's
good.
Had a really good.
I'm
year
Sam
this year.
Darnold has thrown for over 1,000 yards, 9 TDs, 3 ends.
8.
How's he terrible?
8th place Jacksonville in total defense, only giving up 20 points a game. I'm gonna go Jacksonville at home.
Yeah, that Travis,
I think
Hunter
trade
is looking really good, isn't it, for Cleveland?
I think I'm gonna regret that pick.
Yeah, that draft pick's not looking great. Rams and Ravens. Ravens in a talking about bad defense, folks. 35 points a game on defense.
They've got a ton of players out on defense, and they've got their best player out. I don't know if he's playing this week. Y'all,
who you got, Zach?
Rams.
Chip.
Yeah, Rams. I think Rams got you.
I can't go with. I mean, I picked the Ravens last week. They got beat 44-10. So let's go
by
with
the Texans.
By the Texans.
Rams giving up 20 a game. Baltimore 35. Give me the LA Rams.
Stafford is playing lights out. By the way,
you picked the Rams too, Tom.
I did.
Okay.
Titans at Raiders. Raiders favored by 3.5 at home in Vegas. Both teams 1-4, vying for a top seed pick. Both teams giving up 28 points a game.
This is our game from where, Kevin?
This is in hell. Geno Smith and Cam Ward. I don't know that much about Cam Ward yet to say that, but I know watching Geno Smith is terrible.
They said that Amari Cooper walked out, saw Geno Smith, and retired this week. They just said that just came out this week.
Tom, who you got in that one?
They both suck. Titans.
Zachary?
Raiders at home.
Chip?
I'm gonna agree with Zach. I think the running back that Tom's team should have might be a key factor for the Raiders.
Give me the Raiders at home. I've been picking them all year to do something. They haven't done anything. Gotta win at home. Gotta win at home. Bengals at Packers. Joe Flacco in Green Bay. 14.5-point favorites are the Packers. Jamar Chase has more tackles this year than Michael Parsons.
Yes. That's for you, Will.
So does your nephew.
Yes.
In one game. Bengals are giving up 31 points a game. They're third worst in the NFL. Packers on defense, however, are giving up 21 points a game. Zachary?
Give me the Packers.
Chipper?
Packers.
Tommy?
Ain't no way old man Flacco goes into Green Bay and wins that game. But you know what? He'll probably throw for 400 yards. I got to go with Green Bay. I mean, look at Love's numbers. They're stellar. One interception cost them the Cleveland game.
How about being right on 1,000 yards?
Yeah.
That's pretty
Well,
cool.
You shouldn't throw anymore.
The thing is, do they really seem like a 2-1-1 team?
No, I was thinking that.
You'd think they'd be 4 or 5-0.
Right. They should be undefeated like up there with Buffalo.
Got a lot of talent, man.
Buffalo's not.
I mean, if you could play not so well and be 1-1 coming out of it, maybe they'll go on. I got a feeling they'll go on a run. Well, Detroit's playing better too, so I mean, it's gonna be a fight to the end.
All right, I said Packers, right?
I got you.
All right, let's make sure. Tom's trying to talk me.
This will be a really good game.
49ers and Buccaneers. Andre coming down here last night and said Baker's the GOAT.
Oh my gosh, yes, he did.
Got that fire started there.
Look at his numbers.
Mac Jones is playing again this week.
10 touchdowns, 1 pick, in 5 games. That's pretty much what you want.
Mac Jones,
he's an MVP candidate. Don't get me wrong.
Mac Jones is playing again this week.
Yeah.
He looked really good while he was sick in there, or whatever was going on with the last game. I'm going to take the 49ers to win this game.
I'm going Bucks at home.
Andre, your quarterback's not the GOAT, but he's still playing some pretty darn good football. I got the Bucks.
Like I said, a guy in about year 6, year 7.
Carolina had both him and Darnold.
Yeah.
You said it a week or two ago. He's matured. He's got his head on straight.
Right. I mean, what's the difference between a 22, 23-year-old and a 29, 30-year-old? There's a big difference, man.
Life.
I mean, yeah, it's a big difference.
Give me Baker Mayfield and those Buccaneers, even though the whole wide receivers core is out except for Igbuka.
And basically the same thing for the 49ers, too. Pearsall's not even playing.
Hurt for them, too.
Yeah.
So what do you do? Tampa, San Francisco on defense giving up 19 a game. Ooh, Tampa. That ain't good. Where are we going down here? They're worse than Cleveland, 26 a game in the lower half of the league right now for the Bucks. Give me the Bucks for the win, though, at home, cross-country flight, and all that mess. Detroit at the Chiefs. Chiefs favored by 2.5 at home. On defense, Detroit's giving up 22 a game. Kansas City, 21 a game. So no real advantage there. How you feel about the offenses there? And Chiefs with a home field advantage. Chip, I'll let you start this one.
Lee, Chiefs keep flirting with Tom. Could be.
This is not our Chiefs from before.
He could be Nostradamus picking them. We all laughed at him or chuckled at him when he said they weren't going to make the playoffs. But the way their schedule's working up, man.
They just don't have the talent.
They disappear.
Offensive line.
Yeah, it's just you don't have a lot of time. I'm gonna go with the odds. I'm gonna go with the Chiefs at home.
Okay, I don't think it's our same Chiefs anymore. I don't think they have the confidence. I'm going with the Lions on this game.
I mean, Mahomes still playing well, but I'm going with the Lions in this game as well.
Okay.
Oh. Okay.
We got next game.
Next game, Monday Night Football, got 2. Next game, Monday Night Football's got 2. Bills at Falcons. Bills at Falcons. Which one of you is going to say Falcons? Anyone going to say Falcons?
No.
Nobody says Falcons. I'm going to go Bills as well.
Did you? Who do you got between Chiefs and Lions?
Chiefs.
Okay. All right.
Bears at the Commanders.
This is gonna be
Williams with good numbers.
This is gonna be a good game.
Commanders giving up 20 a game.
The first pick versus the second pick.
The Bears giving up 29 a game.
I like Daniels better.
I got too.
I'm taking Washington.
I like Washington. Yes.
If Daniels is healthy, I like Washington. Washington looked really good last week.
Mm-hmm.
Bears.
I think that's going to be it. All right, so that's our That's our NFL. We're out of breaks technically that we've taken so many days trying to go back and forth and make sure we take care of everything. We're going to go ahead and skip then, while I have you guys here, to our college football. Let's see, bad picks from college football. How about that? So last week, of course, like we said, you just saw our NFL bad picks. So let me switch over to our college one so you folks can watch this one.
Who did you want, Bears or Commanders?
Oh, Commanders. I'm sorry.
Gotcha.
No Bears for me.
Okay.
I do love their coach, but they got to get it rolling.
All right, got this pause. Got to press the button here. We'll go here, then boom here.
How long is this segment?
Boomhauer. I got 3 minutes on this one. All right,
I tell you what.
Here we go. Here's bad picks from last week. NCAA football.
Bad picks.
Let's pick some games. We're going to start off in Cincinnati with the Bearcats at 3-1. Our favored unranked Bearcats over the 14th ranked undefeated Iowa State Cyclones. We're going to start with our college football and gambling expert, Tom Serafani, in this one.
Iowa State.
Iowa State.
Better team till they get beat. I'm going to Iowa State.
Bad picks.
This one that's in Florida. Archie Manning, they'll figure out some way to win Texas.
Chip.
Manning's going to throw 2 or 3 interceptions, but I agree, Terry. I agree, Terry. I think Texas is going to find a way to squeak this one out.
Tommy.
Texas.
Give me the Longhorns.
Bad picks.
Or across the board.
Go ahead and pick your darlings, Kevin.
Commodores.
Yeah, go ahead and pick
Commodores. Terry, they don't lose this one. They lose some dumb one.
Well, I mean,
like Mississippi
I
State.
hope they
Old
do
Dominion.
beat 'em.
Old Dominion.
Because they did go to South Carolina, whoop up on them.
Yeah, they did.
Bad picks.
I got the Cardinals at home. Virginia used all their magic last week.
Louisville.
Bad picks.
Virginia Tech. And I see, I want to take them in Blacksburg, but they got beat by Old Dominion.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll take Virginia Tech.
Bad picks.
Chipper.
I will gladly take California, even if it means I'm on bad picks. So let's go Cal. There you go.
Tom. General manager of Cal. Oh, go ahead. Sorry. We're going to go with California on this one. I'm going to agree with Tom and Chip on this one.
Bad picks.
They have two key injuries. The best defensive lineman and their best offensive lineman hurt last week. Let's go Maryland to get a win at home.
Bad picks.
UCF.
Chip.
Yeah.
Quarterback for Kansas is good.
Scott, I'm going to take Scott Frost from UCF.
They got a good wide receiver too. I think it's Daniel's little
Taking
brother that
UCF.
plays.
Yes.
Terry?
Daniel's little brother that plays for Kansas.
It's Daniels. Jay Daniels. Yeah.
Chip, I'm sorry for interruption while you're trying to make a prediction over here because Tom won't be quiet.
I did.
Yeah, I'm also going to take UCF.
Just flare chop him right out of the Just don't break my Armani. my Armani glass.
He's
don't break my jersey.
Stupid stuff.
I gotta get that. That's such danger. I gotta get that out of here.
When he talks, just ignore it.
Save this clip, Kevin. I'm so glad we got this.
Did everybody take UCF? Terry?
So far.
Kansas, baby. Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
Those
Finally
are some bad
balls up.
picks.
I'm glad we got that bad picks. That's good.
All right, so let's go to our college football scores and picks for this week. Top 25 action. We like to pick games that are less than 10 points in the spread, folks. So that's where we're going with those. So if you wonder which games we're going with, that's what we're looking for. We're going to start in Missouri. Drinkowitz welcomes Bama to Missouri. It's going to be rocking today. 12 noon, ABC, Bama and Missouri. Columbia, Missouri. Have you ever heard of it? Chip, 3.5-point favorites are Bama. I'm going to let you start it.
I want to pick Missouri so bad on this, but I don't think they're going to beat Alabama. I pick Bama to win.
I think I'm the same. I want Missouri to win this. I just don't. But Alabama's played good since that first loss to Florida State.
Tom?
Alabama's playing better, and they went into Georgia and won. They can win on the road.
I know what that means for Kevin.
Missouri's coach is a snake. I'll never pick him for anything. Alabama rolled tide on that one.
He surprised me there. We just went 4 across.
We have to talk about that. I don't know their coach, so we'll have
he
to
was
talk.
the app.
Oh, was it? Okay, I didn't know that.
He was. Yeah, they did pretty good, and then he took the money immediately.
Okay.
Like it wasn't even like it's one of those. Hey, we're recruiting you, come be an app, and then a year and a half later, whatever it was, peace. All right, Oregon, Indiana, Eugene, Autzen Stadium, 55 degrees, rainy. Ducks in the rain against the Hoosier. Tom, you're the Big Ten expert. We're going to let you go first on this one.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if Indiana's able to pull this one off, but Oregon's already gone across the country, got a win against a Jim Knowles. But let's go with Oregon at home.
I've heard Tom talk about how good Oregon's playing. Obviously, the record speaks to it. I'm a believer in them. I'm going with Oregon and the Ducks winning this game. It's going to be raining. The Ducks are going to win.
Right. I know you said about the big win they had. It don't look as good as it did originally, but with them being at home, I'm sticking with Oregon at home.
That 3 Ducks in a row, baby.
Yeah, it is. I hope Indiana does win that game.
Give me those Hoosiers. I don't even know what to say about the Hoosiers. I don't know.
I don't either.
I don't know what's their saying. Tom, do you know? Do they have a saying?
No.
Oklahoma at Texas.
Ooh.
How are you unranked? 3-2, playing the 6th team in the nation and favored.
Is Oklahoma's quarterback out?
He said he didn't know last night. Did
David Potter.
He just said he wasn't 100% sure if he's playing or not.
Well, the number 1 team and the number 2 team preseason is not in the top 25 anymore. I don't see.
There's like 10 teams not in the top 25 anymore.
Right. It shows you how
worthy
worthy that is.
PowerPoint standings, and there you go.
Give me Oklahoma to go into Texas to keep spoiling the Manning trip.
Tommy.
No, every time I was like, oh, well, Oklahoma. I'm taking Texas because this is a sucker bet. It's a sucker bet. Everybody's going to look at that and bet Oklahoma. It's a sucker bet.
Surely David Potter's going to have a happy Monday playing this one. I'm going to go with Oklahoma and the Sooners on this one. Chip?
Everything I see looks like Mateers is trending in the right direction to play this game. I'm going with Oklahoma. Texas has not shown me much anything.
All right, boys. Let's see. State and Notre Dame's 23.5 Wolfpack. Go to Notre Dame today in honor of Terry. I want to announce that one, so you guys keep up with that one and pull for your pack today. Iowa State at Colorado. Cyclones favored by 2.5 in Deion's house. Deion had some surgery this week. His son asked for $5 million.
I didn't hear that.
Shador did. He said, "Let me get $5 million off of you. I'll make sure you come out alive."
I can see that from him.
They were on the screen time before the FaceTime or whatever before the surgery.
Did he do it as a mime?
Well, then he told him his new girlfriend is starting trouble, so we'll see how that goes.
Oh man.
But anyway, Colorado is dogs at home against Iowa State. Tom, what you got in this?
Another sucker bet. Everybody's going to look at that and say Iowa State big. I'm going Colorado at home.
Chip.
I'll take the sucker bet. Give me Iowa State.
I think I will too. Colorado has looked terrible this year.
They look a little more pedestrian than in the past.
You know, Deion talks way more confident to be a 2-4 team. And Iowa State, I just don't get it. I'm not going to take the Deion on this one, though. Iowa State has been a little strong. I'm going to go with the Cyclones on the road in Colorado. Let's skip that. I don't think anybody's going to pick Arkansas. Florida, Texas A&M. Florida beats Texas last week. This week, they got the Aggies, who are known chokers. And that is one video I'm going to show next week of Terry, is us making fun of the Aggies and their cheer squad before, when they were making fun of
years ago.
Well, they made fun of App, and then we went down there and beat them in the ground, which is awesome. They couldn't even pronounce our name, but I'll start this one because after they did that, it was very, very happy Appalachian. We're gonna go Florida Gators on this one for me. I'll go. I don't care if I miss or not. I'm not picking Texas A&M. So I'll do the Duke Blue Devil thing for Chip on this one. Zach,
yeah, Texas A&M is not Texas, so I'm going Texas A&M.
Tommy,
Texas A&M at home.
Yeah, thank you for picking Florida, so we didn't have to go 4 across. I'm picking A&M.
Well, if I went 4 across, we'd have lost anyway.
Nope.
So it didn't matter what I did on that one. Auburn and Georgia, Jordan Hare Stadium, Auburn, Alabama. Dogs favored by 4.5 on the road against the Tigers. Chip?
They're at Auburn. They might have to turn the sprinklers on the Georgia fans after this game again, just like they did back in the 80s. Now, I got Georgia winning this game.
I also got Georgia winning this game.
Yeah, they go in there and get a win.
Uh-oh.
The Dogs. I hate y'all.
Auburn's just not had anything in a while.
Picking Cam Newton's teams. Michigan at USC.
Andre Wood.
Southern Cal favored by 2.5 over the Spartans. Spartans ranked 15 in the nation. Both teams 4-1. Zachary?
I don't like Michigan. I think I'm not a big USC fan on what they've done this year either. I'm going to take USC being at the home team.
Chip.
Is Biff, what's his name, still their interim coach right now?
I think. No, I think the other guy's back. I don't think he was. He split himself against the crappy teams.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, they don't have Connor Stallions. I'm going with USC to win this one.
Tom?
Michigan wins.
Give me Southern Cal at home. At home for Southern
Telling
Cal.
you, Tom picks Michigan to win this game.
I think both teams are not as good as they look.
Michigan's pretty good. I mean, he went to Oklahoma and got.
How many games that, Chip?
7. We need 4 more.
All right. Well, we might just do 2 more because of time constraints.
That's fine.
Let's do South Carolina. No. BYU at Arizona. BYU 2.5-point favorites in the desert. 2.5-point favorites. BYU and Arizona. Zachary.
I'll take Arizona.
Chip.
Give me the ranked BYU, undefeated BYU team.
Tom, to Steve Young's Mormons.
Yeah, Arizona's on the rise though. Give me Arizona at home.
Okay. Give me the Mormons. I'll take the Mormons on that one. Let's check over the Sun Belt. Check out App's game this week. Now, don't forget, last week, boys, we did it again. We knocked off another Power 4 powerhouse team. Down goes Oregon State. Down goes North Carolina. Down goes South Carolina. Texas A&M. Michigan. None of them want any of this. States didn't run away from us a couple times. We beat the Oregon State last week. Run those fools to like 0-7. But we gotta still count that. Tom, you would definitely be. Y'all would have. All 80 of y'all's fans would have shook the touchdown pole, the goalpost, if y'all would have beat Oregon State this week.
Yes.
Okay. All right. App State with all that dumbness. App State is at Georgia State this week. Now Georgia State's 1-4, and App State's only favored by 2.5 in Atlanta. App State is wearing, I think, the helmets that Terry was actually when he was there. The yellow helmet. West Beam was probably wearing them. The yellow helmets with Yosef and the corncob pipe on the side. They look fantastic this week. They're going down to Georgia State to face the Panthers. Tommy.
Appalachian.
Chipper.
Same.
If Oregon State can't beat us, Georgia State can't beat us. We'll go in Appalachian State.
I look forward to seeing that line on Bad Picks next week.
I guess that's going down in history.
Not with Yosef on the side of the helmet, though.
Surely not.
All right, boys. I want to thank everybody for listening today. We've done our best, try to laugh a little bit and get through the show. Obviously, but it's very tough in the next few weeks. Next Friday night, tomorrow. Pull for Terry's Wolfpack today. Pull for the Cowboys on Sunday if you can. Celtics won a few games with the Star. I know some of you folks will hate those teams, but give at least one game for Terry and hope they do good. And as well, of course, West Lincoln continues and the Lincoln Wolves the next few weeks. Also, the Kansas City Royals this week, and his Kyle Busch fans. So that it was a big thing, Terry him. But the sports thing, and like I said, guys, I spoke to him last few weeks, a few months, things going on in his life, and he's a really special person. And I think we've all said that or tried to put that across in some way at some point today. You don't reach people the way you do, and like Tom said, they don't make people the way they do like him anymore. Where you care about the local people, everybody that's local, all the school's histories and what's happened, the rules, and all our newspaper guys are gone, and he's one of the last guys that you knew would care, and then on the field and everything, and off the field, he's still umpiring with the little kids and everything. Like I said, I just saw him Thursday with the little kids, so I just want to say a few things. Like I said myself here before we go, we'll have check with the radio station, whatever. I'm sure that we'll have some announcements out and everything for Terry this week, but all our thoughts and prayers and love for his family and him and everything from me. As well, he's been a mentor to me and like an uncle to me, like just as nice as he could be. Love my dogs and kids, and everybody else. So if you guys got anything else to say, we can, or we can get on out of here. I just wanted to get my piece out there, I guess, at the end before the end of the show.
Say we love you.
Yep.
We're sorry.
He'll
always be the wolf
eternal
man.
rest granted to thee, O Lord, and may perpetual light shine upon him. May the souls of the faithful departed through the mercies of God rest in peace. Amen.
All right, folks, we'll see you next week. Saturday Sports Talk, KDCBroadcasting.com.
I only do things incredible can, 'cause I am the seed of a chosen breed. You don't see too many like me, 'cause I
Atlanta Braves baseball on 92.
Where basketball's law, Wolfpack supporters go crazy every fall. When the pack runs on the court, you hear a mighty roar. You'd think the roof was caving in every time the Wolfpack scores. Why don't you meet me in the Wolfpack den? We'll all have lots of fun watching our team win. No doubt about it, listen close, my friend. I feel sorry for any team that comes to the Wolfpack den. Why don't you meet me in the Wolfpack den? We'll all have lots of fun watching our team win. No doubt about it. Listen close, my friend. Wolfpack supporters are the best in all the land. Listen to the cheerleaders, listen to the band. Look at all the fans, they're cheering on the pack. Always looking straight ahead and never looking back. Why don't you meet me in the Wolfpack den? We'll all have lots of fun watching our team win. No doubt about it. Listen close, my friend.